And then I discovered Buddy Bands. And now, for only $3.95, my dance card is full.
Yeah, happy Friday to those who celebrate. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch with you, and it is a Bar Cart Friday. Woo! Brought to you by Keg and Bottle. You can check them out, 10 locations around San Diego, or head over to kegandbottle.com for all your liquor, beer, wine needs. We got Mother's Day coming up this weekend.
And Mother's Night.
Every
Awesome.
Mother's
Roasted tequila flying off them shelves.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, yeah, we may have to revisit that.
That was a year ago.
That was a year ago today. Every Mother's Day has a Mother's Night. You catch my drift.
If doing this is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Yeah.
Who does? Honestly, who does?
I'm a mother lover. You're a mother lover.
We should not do anything with each other's mothers. You stay away from Angela, you dirty dog.
Oh, whoa, I got the volume up
Angela
here.
Fletcher is a saint, you son of a... Yeah, so listen, we have a very busy weekend. So do the Padres.
Buddy Bands.
Buddy Bands. Hey, they work.
And I'll tell you what, on Mother's Day weekend, the fathers are facing the Dodgers. So it's a big one.
That's a hell of a tie-in.
It's a big one. I
Wow.
mean, you gotta show up against the division rivals. You gotta have a good outing against the Dodgers, because you know what this is. The geography of this situation, every single time this series comes around, it stings different. It hits different when the Dodgers beat you, because there are so many Dodgers fans that walk amongst us. And I don't just mean amongst us like living here in San Diego. Plenty of people root for the Dodgers who live in San Diego. Yes, that's true. But also on social media. If that's where your fandom exists or where you express yourself, maybe you don't have a lot of friends within your ecosystem living here in San Diego who are huge baseball fans or who care at all about baseball. So maybe you get your entertainment or your discussion, or I don't know, you scratch your social itch with social media when it comes to your fandom of the Padres. When the Padres lose to the Dodgers, it is very much like being teased by your older brother if you're a Padres fan.
Yeah.
You guys smell that?
What's that?
What are we smelling?
David Vassay is here.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He's in town.
There's no question. He's somewhere in San
I
Diego.
smell sulfur.
The Dodger fans are kind of the vegans of the baseball world, because they'll let you know that they're baseball fans, and they'll let you know
CrossFit.
Yeah, they do CrossFit. They'll let you know how much better they are than you, only when they're better than you.
Well, yeah. Like a vegan is never going to be like, yeah, like went to the doctor and they told me actually I'm pre-diabetic, like, because I may not eat any meat or I take in any animal cholesterol, but I'm just pounding candy.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I've been eating tons of pasta, and now my triglycerides are off the chart. Like they're never going to hit you with the. Let me tell you about how I've destroyed my health with veganism. It's always like, and I wake up every morning and I don't even drink coffee anymore because it's like, yeah. It's like, okay, but let's be very honest with each other. Like, you don't get to eat anything.
Right. You know, I say that joke though, and then I was thinking of all the vegans I know, and I think I know 3. 2 of them are pretty nice, and then there's J-Riff.
Yeah.
Really douchey.
J-Riff, who I mean, you know, he's
just became vegan.
He became vegan. One day he woke up and he was just like, yeah, I think I'm going to give this a try. And then I think what happened with him is the try turned into a personality. And now people, they know him as J-Riff the vegan. And so he can't get out of it. He can't back out. He admitted to us on air that he was like, you know, if I could just stop this tomorrow, I would.
No, he wouldn't.
That's
but
what he says.
Now it's a part of me.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's a part of my fabric, my being, who I am.
So we've done this before where we make fun of Max Muncy a lot, which I'm fine doing. Like, I love making fun of Max Muncy. He looks like he smells bad. He kind of looks like a troll. He always seems to play really well against the Padres. But why don't we do this today, Rich? You kind of brought it up in CDU too with the whole vegan thing with Dodger fans. Can we like kind of just roast Dodger fans on the text line and on the talkback feature today?
On a Mother's Day Eve?
Yeah, 70470. Start your message with team. Hit us on the talkback. If you got anything to let it fly about Dodgers fans, let it rip.
Well, here's the thing about all fans. Dodgers fans or otherwise, they're maniacs. I mean, Padres fans are the same thing. It doesn't matter what you're a fan of. If you are fanatical about anything, you are going to be annoying.
Right.
That is the truth.
Right.
That is the God's honest truth.
49ers.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Huh? No.
Yeah, we know a fan. We know a guy who ceaselessly entertains us with some of the most bizarre.
I like to think I'm very level-headed.
Yeah, no. It's just all
Sure.
roads lead to San Francisco.
You see the Niners are working on Brandon Ayuk's contract?
I did not see this.
No,
Looks like they're positive they're going to get it done.
nobody.
Wow.
Nobody's paying
What-
attention to it
what's-
except for Niners fans.
Or Brandon Ayuk's probably paying attention to
Well,
it.
sure.
Yeah.
There's like 4 or 5 people who are paying very close attention to this, and then the rest of everybody is just refreshing the feed.
Yeah.
But by the way, that's what makes sports go round. If you don't have people who are intensely interested in what's happening every single day, then what's the point? We were talking about this in terms of the Oakland Athletics. The Oakland Athletics, the reason why that team is, or I should say that city is losing that team, is because you have a owner who is stripping a city of basically religion. You build up every year, you sell to everybody, this is our year, this is our year, this is our year. And you build up a whole bunch of faith and goodwill. And then you go out there and play. And whether it goes well or not, I mean, that's really up to luck. It's up to injury. It's up to how talented of a roster you've cobbled together in the first place. It's up to the external factors like how good your division is, how good your league is in terms of whether or not you could get in on a division winner or a wild card selection. But it's faith. You're selling faith. And so when you have a situation like the Padres against the Dodgers this weekend, or this 6-game homestand where the hope is by Wednesday next week, the Padres have a plus record above 500. And we're sitting here and we're like, oh my God, AJ Preller with all these recent moves, he's a genius. The thing is, though, if they go 2-4 through this weekend, or they get swept by the Dodgers and they only win 1 game against the Rockies, we're going to be cursing somebody's name.
Yeah. So you played professional football. You were out there on the field, in the stadium, everyone cheering you on. Did it help you when the fans were there?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So it helps you win, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's no
part of that, you saying it's a religion, it's faith-based. They're asking you to come out. They're telling the fans to be here, be in the stands, cheer at home, wear the jersey. You know why? Because it helps.
I'm curious to see the split this weekend, what it looks like Dodgers Padres fans, because there were times years ago where Dodger fans would completely take over Petco Park. Last year, the flow was stemmed. Like Padre fans held onto their tickets a little more. There were a lot of Dodger fans, but it wasn't nearly the 60-40 split it used to be. I'm curious what it looks like this weekend.
It's last time I felt like it was around 50-50. So it was getting better, but it was still pretty blue out there.
Yeah, there's always going to be blue jerseys in the stands when the Dodgers come down to Petco Park. There's no question about it.
The last time, what was the last the game that we had here with Dodgers?
They haven't played at Petco Park so far this season, I don't think. They've played in South Korea and then in LA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm mistaken. Then whatever the last game I remember.
You were talking about this season.
I thought Petco Park. I thought we saw blue out there. Maybe that was months ago.
I thought you were talking about last season. Yeah, last season, last season was a bad season, so it doesn't matter. But rewind 2 seasons ago, when the Padres were having a year, when it really felt like there was positive momentum with the Padres. Now, granted, even in 2023, toward the end of the season, it felt like they were tiptoeing their way into the postseason. So that was a tragedy where you couldn't even enjoy the end of the regular season. There was still the fact that they were in the race, they were in the discussion.
Mm-hmm.
And to your point, though, even that year, it was still one of those, gosh, when is it going to be only Padres fans here? And the answer is maybe never. The NLDS is as close as you'll get. The Dodgers really had a cheering section.
Yeah.
And that was about it. You had a smattering of other Dodgers fans, but it wasn't like how it usually is where season ticket holders were selling their
Right,
Padres tickets
right.
in mass to Dodgers fans.
And I don't blame people that do that, by the way, because you can make some pretty decent money, and you're also stealing money from Dodgers fans, which is kind of nice. But when you think about this series, it's starting on May 10th, and you think about May baseball, and it's really not all that important. This series feels a little more important to me. And I don't know if I'm building up something in my mind that isn't actually true, because ultimately it's just 3 games. It's just the beginning of May. 3 games would have helped a lot last year. When you put things into that perspective, every game feels a little bit more important, especially with a team that's a little less talented than the one we had a year ago. So you look at this weekend series, I don't look at it just as a measuring stick. I look at it as a series that you need to win at least one bare minimum. And I would like to see a series win.
Last season was a little unique. We made a lot of excuses and a lot of we added a lot of pause to the beginning of the season.
They're
saying
gonna
it's
be
early. Yeah, it's going to be
fine.
fine. They have to gel. It's early. April games, they don't even matter. It's fine. May, it's still so early in the season. Talk to me after the All-Star break. And the pace never changed. It always stayed about the same. So this season, I think we're a little more weary of it. And you look at it and go, look, they're a 500 baseball team. You don't want to fall too far below 500 because then you're fighting, you're clawing back. You're trying to figure out a way to get some wins here so you're above 500 towards the end of the season so you can make a run, so you can make the postseason. So I think that's why we're sitting here May 10th going, look, this series is a big deal. It's a big deal.
Out of the NBA postseason last night, Cavs bested the Celtics 118-94. That was a shocker. That's a big upset. So that series tied at 1 game all right now. Mavs beat the Thunder, so that series tied as well, 119-110 in OKC. NBA tonight, Knicks at Pacers. That's a 2-0 series right now for New York. Nuggets at Timberwolves. Minnesota leads 2-0 as well. Former NBA forward Glenn Big Baby Davis.
Oh my God, I saw this.
He got sentenced to 14 months in federal penitentiary for defrauding the NBA players' benefits health insurance. So apparently he and about 23 other people, 18 of which were former NBA players, were making false claims and I guess getting paid out on them. Not good. And then, of course, tonight we got the Dodgers in town at Petco Park. This is going to be an important series in this division. And here's actually the part of the conversation we haven't had yet. Look, if the Padres find a way to win this series after winning the last series and tying the series a game apiece in Seoul, South Korea, all of a sudden the Padres have the edge. Now, they're not going to take lead in division, but these games count double when you're playing against especially a division leader and you're in second place. Also, the losses count double, so we got to make that clear.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, advantage Padres heading into this game. Now you have Michael King on the mound. He's facing the best pitcher, Glasnow, on the Dodgers roster in terms of how he's been performing to start this season. So this is no easy feat for the Padres. But if the bats show up tonight, if they can chase Glasnow off the mound early and they could get this first win, this turns the heat up on this divisional race in this conversation in the NL West.
If you want to go, sorry, TD, if you want to go way over your skis here, if the Padres do win this series, and what would that be? So if they take 2 out of 3 on the season so far, they would be 5-3 against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
If that's the case, would you start thinking, oh, well, maybe they can hang a banner this year or hang a pennant or fly a flag for NL division winner? Like, would you think that they would be in serious competition with the Dodgers to win the NL West?
I don't know if I'm there yet. I don't know. I don't know if I'm there yet. If they sweep this series, the problem is the Dodgers continue to tack up wins and the Padres have not. So do I feel like, they could hang with them? Yes. Do I still feel like Dodgers win the division? Yes, that's still there. However, I guarantee you, a victory over the Dodgers is a lot better in the headspace than a victory over the Rockies. So, I mean, the Padres coming out and getting a couple wins here, if they swept, that could actually be the kickstart of the season right there.
Yeah, well, and most importantly, and this is more of a selfish point of view. Well, not even selfish. It's really more of like hey, we're taking care of controlling the things on our side of the fence as opposed to worrying about who the opponent is. The most important thing is getting Machado going, getting Tatis going, getting Bogarts especially going. That would be the first time in a year and a half that he's really gotten going. Like, that's the most important thing here. So even if, say, they lose this series, 2 out of 3, I as long as the outcome is the Stars start playing like actual stars, I don't really care of the outcome of any singular game of any singular series during the course of this season.
You don't even remember.
No, because again, sometimes there'll be moments in the season that they percolate back to the top. And we were talking about one of these early season moments weeks ago. And I remember everybody was saying, we're not going to forget this moment. We've already forgotten it because I'm sitting here with all of my might trying to recall what it was. Games in April and May, they don't matter. They just don't matter.
I'm trying to remember, and I cannot.
Was it against the Mets or something like that?
You were the one saying it. Fletcher's like, we're not going to forget this moment. This is a turning point. I'm like,
let me think.
It absolutely is not. The fact that you have to think, that you have to try hard, means that it's not important. And
no, it was the comeback against the Cubs.
Against the Cubs?
Not Cubs. It was maybe
this
Rangers.
This is my point. April and May. Don't even look it up. Don't look it up.
It was the Cubs in San Diego because we were at Whiskey Girl. It was the night we were at Whiskey Girl. We were singing karaoke.
That's the reason why you remember is because we were at Whiskey.
No, I remember because they came back in that game and we were talking about for like an hour and a half. Oh my God.
Yeah, important. You know what though? You're right, Rick. If Whiskey Girl wasn't attached to that I would have a much harder time digging that memory up.
And I told you guys when we came back and it felt important, it's not. You don't remember April and May baseball games, and especially it's going to be even harder to recall that when we're talking about this on the other side of the All-Star break, when we're talking about this cruising into the playoff times. Like, it just doesn't matter. But what does matter is if you can get Machado and Tatis going, it doesn't matter when it happens. Just let's go.
Yeah. April 8th was that game, and I think the Padres were fighting to be 500.
They were down 6-0.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying their record-wise, when we're talking about that could be the turning point of the season, a month ago, it was the same record.
Did you guys watch any hoops last night?
Yeah.
So the Cavs game, Cavaliers dominate the second half. I think in the third quarter, they were 7 of 10 from 3-point, and Boston was 0 of 8. Boston really fell apart in that one, and Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs really responded. But in the Mavericks game, they beat the Thunder to even up the series 1 game apiece. After the game, Luka Doncic is at the podium, and something's going on in the background. We'll play the audio for you, and you tell us what's happening.
We're sharing the ball, and our energy was great.
What do you think? Okay, moving on.
I hope that's not live.
Hope that's not live.
Luka obviously heard something. Now, we're not sure what it was, guys.
I think somebody was
sharing the ball, and our energy was great.
What do you think?
It sounds like a Mother's Day present.
Yeah. Sounds like somebody got something they really wanted.
Yeah.
The facial expression Luka Doncic made while that's happening, he goes deer in the headlights completely. And then he just goes like 5th grader playing heads up, 7 up, heads on the desk.
Okay. What are the chances, though, that there was just somebody who maybe doesn't like him so much that just decided to turn that up in the back of the room?
Somebody who doesn't like
Well, I don't know. Just decided to screw with the presser.
So you think it was done on purpose?
I think it was done on purpose.
You don't think that there was someone in the next room
No. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
getting railed?
No.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Yeah.
What happens? Let's call Kevin and ask what happens at these pressers.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what happened, Fletch.
It's not impossible.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, let's go. The most likely situation.
There's storage closets.
Can we all be honest with one another?
It's probably the owner's daughter.
Here's what happened. One of the creeps who was bored during the game clearly was looking at porn on his phone. And then when it was his turn to ask a question, he opened up his iPhone on facial identification, and then he had the volume up, and it just blared
our
this.
energy was great.
What do you think?
Wow.
So I guess my AirPods disconnected from my iPhone.
Yeah,
and
sorry.
All of a sudden, everybody can hear what's going on now.
Just a quick question.
Or there was some intern that got told he was fired right before the press conference. He was like, you know what? I'm going to make a name for myself.
Well, he didn't make the name, though. Yeah,
Nobody
we don't
knows
know who
who
it
that
is.
is. Yeah,
So if you want to make the name, you'd have to let us know.
Yeah, this that was a fun, candid moment. And I'll tell you what, more candid was after the game. And we should probably search out this sound too, but the Celtics players who addressed the media after the loss of the Cavs, my goodness. This might be one of the softer super teams we've seen in a long time, because the Boston Celtics have been deemed unbeatable. They get beat in their own home by the Cavaliers, and it's like Rome's burning. You know, shocked. They're baffled.
Yeah.
How could this be happening to us? Rick Carlisle, I mean, he's got 87 complaints out of about 400 possessions so far in that series. So little bit of sour grapes from a couple of teams around the NBA postseason so far. It's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah. With the Padres playing at home, we are going to be out at the Naughty Barrel tonight. Darren Smith going to be broadcasting live tonight, this afternoon. Darren Smith broadcasting live from noon to 3, John and Jim 3 to 6. And you want to make it out there. You want to be there in person, because we have 6 pairs of Wonderfront tickets that we're going to be giving away from the Naughty Barrel. So is a pair an hour? Is that what we're doing here, Fletch? Do you know?
Yeah, every hour on the 25.
Okay, every hour on the 25, but you got to be there. So if you want Wonderfront tickets, now the tickets are for Sunday. Beck is going to be the headliner.
So if you missed it, here's Jason Tatum, star for the Boston Celtics. This is immediately post-game after the upset loss to the Cavaliers.
Just get ready.
Look, that was an embarrassing loss for the Celtics.
Well, you missed the part of this press conference that really rubbed people the wrong way is he goes on, Jason Tatum, to talk about how that this is a super team, or it's discussed like it's a super team. But his quote was, "We don't get rewarded like a super team," meaning whether that means the fan reaction to wins and losses or the officials or referees helping them out on the court. They're not treated the way, like, imagine being on a really good football team, baseball team, basketball team, and having a moment where you're so entitled with all the winning that you've done, where you're actually calling people out. Like, you guys are not lauding us enough. Like, that's what that infers. It's ridiculous.
This was actually a historic loss for the Boston Celtics, because it was since the mid-1900s. There's been 247 games with a betting line like this before something like this happened, where it was the Celtics were double-digit favorites going into that game, and they lost by, was it 24? 24 points. And so no team since the mid-1900s who was favored by double digits has lost by 24 points. It's been 247 games since that last happened.
Now, maybe he was directly speaking about player of the year selection, defensive player of the year, MVP voting, things like that. Because when you look at, let's see, Boston's net rating of plus 11.6 tied the 2016-17 Golden State Warriors for the third best mark in NBA history. The only teams ahead of the Celtics are the 95-96 and 96-97 Chicago Bulls. Despite that regular season success, Celtics weren't much of a factor in awards voting. Brad Stevens did get rewarded with Executive of the Year. Joe Mazzulla was 4th in Coach of the Year. Tatum finished 6th in MVP voting. So if we want to quantify it, I guess, even though it's subjective when you're talking about postseason awards, the Celtics weren't lauded in that way. But whatever his beef or his complaint, wherever it is exactly directed towards, whether it is, best player of the year categories or not, my concern is, are you really that worried about what people think of you?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we talked about it, Dodgers, Padres, fandom matters, me playing professional football. Like, yeah, you show up to a stadium, it's harder to play on the road. When a situation's loud, it's more easy to play at home, things like that. I mean, that's not what he's referencing, though. He's talking about the respect on the name of the Celtics.
Which, to me, I feel like if you felt there was some disrespect, that would motivate me.
Should fuel you.
Yeah, that should fuel. So if that's breaking you down and killing the game, there's some issues there.
Yeah.
There are some definite cracks in this armor.
No question about it. All right, coming up in just a minute, we're going to get into NCAA football. It's back. How many players are going to get broke off? How little piece of a pie will they get for their efforts in terms of the name, image, and likeness discussion? You're going to hear about those numbers on the other side.
Yeah, we got bonus bucks here at San Diego Sports 760. A chance to win $1,000 with bonus bucks. And all you have to do is listen for a keyword and then take the keyword over to sportssd.com. Enter it there, and you will be in the drawing for $1,000. Your next chance coming up 9 o'clock.
This update is presented by RCP Block. Padres back at it today. They welcome the Dodgers to town for a 3-game series. If you're looking for a spot to pregame today, get on down to the Naughty Barrel in the Gas Lamp. Darren Smith going to be there noon to 3, John and Jim 3 to 6. And every single hour those folks are down there, tickets to the Wonderfront Music and Arts Festival, giving them away at the 25s. Must be on site to win. NBA Cavs slammed the Celtics in Boston 118-94. Donovan Mitchell dominating the second half. That series tied 1 game apiece. It's heading to Cleveland this weekend. And then the Mavericks took down the Thunder 119-110, evening that series at 1 game apiece as well. Backyard plans, retaining wall, easy. Patio pavers, easy. RCP Block makes hardscape easy. Find a huge supply of styles and colors at their 6 locations. Ask about contractor referrals. RCP Block, your #1 source for hardscape and masonry supplies.
Wait for it. Bigger Seating Flesh. San Diego Sports 760. It is a bar cart Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle. 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. There's also one up in Santa Barbara. There's one out in Chicago, in case you're out that way. In case you want to be like us and, visit all Keg and Bottle locations. The one out in La Jolla, by the way, now has a wine tasting or a wine, and you can do like a tasting setup with the sommelier.
A wine bar.
I
want to go check that out, actually.
Yeah, same. We got to do it, man. Maybe Mother's Day.
Maybe. Last night we had several ideas flying back and forth on our text chain between the 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while the big fella's out of here, he didn't seem too into the idea of us babysitting his kids.
No, he glossed right over that.
Yeah.
He basically called them animals and said, yeah, that's a bad idea.
I think it's a great idea because they're animals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So some ideas that we were throwing back and forth. One of them was, hey, we should send the wives out to a spa, and then we'll film ourselves babysitting your kids, Rich.
Set up 3 cameras all over the house so there's no hidden vantage points or anything.
Right.
And then we whatever happens.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
We teach them bad words,
Exactly. And then he basically said, yeah, it's probably a bad idea. And then that was it. It never went back to it. By the way, thanks, man, for the monster.
Well, I owe you 2 more.
Nah,
after
we're
that
good.
one.
Nah, we're good.
The other idea,
because the vending machine isn't buy 2 get 1 free.
Right. The other idea we had is Travis Dale, the DIYer of the world, has like an awesome patio that I don't think any of us knew about. But you sent us like a picture of your like outdoor fridge, and in the background you can kind of see your patio. And now I want to go spend an entire night live streaming on YouTube at your house.
Let's do it, man.
On the patio.
We got a fire pit.
Getting blistered of the 3 of us, like on a random Wednesday.
Dude.
Or maybe we do the 999 for a Padres game, like a 6:10 start.
Or maybe not a 999.
And then Rich and I just sleep out on your patio, and then we all caravan into work the next morning.
So we're just going to do this like on a random Wednesday?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be kind of funny. It would be kind of funny. By the way, we do have Iron Maiden tickets. Live Nation presents Concert Week. Coming up the show a little bit later today, your chance to win a pair of those Iron Maiden tickets. They're going to be at the North Island Credit Union Amphitheater. October 4th, Concert Week is here. $25 tickets to over 5,000 shows, up to 75% off, on sale, happening now through the 14th of May. You got, 5 days left to get $25 concert and comedy tickets to fill your summer with shows. To get your tickets, go to livenation.com/concert week. I was waiting for you to crack it open.
Hang on.
Right. There we go.
Yeah.
It's on.
It's on now.
Okay. There. Well, they're all cracked open.
What flavor is this? Oh,
What?
peach mango.
Sorry, that's all I had.
It's the vending machine is fully stocked.
And the vending machine guy does not listen to our show.
No, because he didn't follow the protocol like we laid out.
Yeah.
It should be 2 rows of black monsters for
Yeah.
TD to go through over a week.
Yes,
2
correct.
rows of white monsters for me to go through over a week.
That's
and then
correct.
any flavor other than peach mango.
Right.
Mr. Bang guy.
Which, I mean, I think if he went 2 more bangs, that would almost be the whole row. I don't know why we have to mess around with anything else. There's like orange juice in there.
I like the
guess-
apple juice.
Well, you know what? Hang on. You like the apple juice. I know you're into that. But I just thought if there is orange juice, maybe do some cranberry juice, maybe a ginger ale, just so we have some mixers in
Some
case we
ginger
need them.
beer.
A ginger beer on a Bar Cart Friday. I feel like that would help out.
You want to hear a really funny thing is if there was too many monsters, right?
Mhm.
We would notice immediately
Correct.
because they would be falling off the shelves. They would
Correct.
take over other shelves on the if there were too many Bang energy drinks, we would know about it because maybe there's no room in the vending machine. So maybe there's a bunch of them sitting on top of the vending machine. There are certain things in life where you realize when something's overflowing, overfilled, when it doesn't quite look right because there's too much of a good thing sometimes.
Xander Bogaerts' contract.
Xander Bogaerts' contract. Right now, it
Feel like it's overfilled.
it seems like maybe we could skim a little off the top. College football. There are 12,800 players who have opted in to EA Sports College Football 25. Here's the problem with that video game. If there are 12,800 players who have opted in, and you go back and you look at how many roster spots are actually available in Division I football, that's too many. That's way too many.
Way too thousands more.
Thousands and thousands more. So you've got guys who either A, aren't playing college football this year, or B, aren't currently on a Division I roster who have thrown their hats into the ring. I mean, imagine how confusing it would be if you're EA Sports now. And you need to get this like right.
Yeah, because you have to now cipher through 13,000 names. So that's going to be fun.
You have to hand out checks eventually. And if
Right.
you don't, you're going to be taken to court.
Also true. And the checks I think they're handing out, what did we look up before? It was $600?
It was 600.
So $600 times 12,800, they're going to have to pay out $7.7 million. But I think the estimates they were standing to make on this game was about 60 million. So
Yeah.
they'd still be okay.
So
Yeah.
this is not a unique problem to college football. Now, it's not nearly as many people in the NFL, but how much were your checks for Madden? Because I'm assuming you could play as Rich Ornberger on Madden for a while.
Yeah. Well, the Madden checks, it vary. Or no, actually, I don't think that one varied. That one didn't vary. So I forget exactly how much we got, but it was thousands and thousands of dollars.
Like a month or a year?
No.
One time.
It was one-time check. It was the same exact thing. This is the model that NCAA 25 is taking. They're taking it from the way money is distributed to, at very least, the NFL. I don't know if they do it with NBA 2K or other leagues, but the way it works in the NFL is once a year, we call them the Madden checks. We get the checks for the video game, and then everybody walks away with the same amount. Doesn't matter if you're Tom Brady or if you're, Rich Ornberger, who's back up in New England, the same year, the same time, you get the same check.
Okay, that's cool. So, but you look at the college landscape here, and they're going to do individual NIL deals as well. So they'll set up like kiosks on campuses throughout the country where they will have the NCAA football for sale. And the guys who will be there on site are going to get additional checks as well as the $600 that everyone's getting.
Now that's true as well for NFL players who do Madden commercials,
Right.
Then it's different.
Or
than
cover athletes.
Yeah, you're getting a marketing check that's different from just the check for participating and offering your name, image, and likeness.
But didn't the article come out, was it last week or the week before, that's talking about all the college football players who were part of college football between the last time an NCAA football game was released and now, who missed out on payment, so they're trying to get their money back.
Well, so there's so much money tied up into this, and there's good reason because these video games sell like hotcakes. Everybody wants to play them, and so there's good reason for it, right? It's going to be worth going through this. However, I will say this, in my opinion, this is probably one of the last straws before we start seeing players unionize, because at some point, a player or a couple player is going to go to the league after getting these checks, and they're going to be like, oh, our Madden checks are huge comparatively. And they're going to be like, well, why? And then that question is going to stir the pot. And then players at the college level are going to be like, we deserve more money. And then you're going to see potential labor action at the college football ranks.
Is there a
and
chance
that's organization?
Are you going to get money coming back to you?
It's possible. They don't know what time frame they're talking about
Because
but
of
it's possible.
like your missed NIL opportunities?
Yeah, it's possible. I think it probably will be. I finished my college career in 2008, so I think my window probably is closed. But there will be money going back to players.
Do intramurals count for all this?
Absolutely.
God, I was an intramural all-star.
Wow.
Absolutely. Can you imagine
Playing as Ben Fletcher.
Fletch like pulling on his copper tone knee sleeve?
You have no
in the
idea.
courts with his rec specs on.
There's just one short guy out of the court.
We only did intramural basketball once. We did softball every single year, though. And that was so much fun.
You know what'd be great though is everywhere you went, you left like a trail of sweat.
I did
Yeah.
in basketball. Like you're talking about reality in basketball. Right now, TD, you don't even know this. Literally, I'm wearing an undershirt that has built-in pads to the armpits because I'm wearing a lightly colored shirt.
Maybe you should see a doctor. I mean, that's
Some
probably,
people have sweaty pits.
well, yeah, but I think that there's like actually like medical deodorant. Well, you know what? Wait, there's antiperspirant. You ever try that?
I use it every day. It doesn't work.
Wow.
Medical deodorant. Can you imagine? Like, we've become so soft as a society. Can you imagine? Like if this was like 500, 600, now maybe we'd have to go back further, but like, imagine when you were chasing around animals until they were tired so you could throw rocks at them, but one guy was just a little too sweaty.
If there's ever a society where being overly sweaty is a positive thing, I'm gonna be king.
You will be king in the land of dry armpits. The wet one is king.
I would just love to hear like when you go to the live read, you know, of like, speaking of that doesn't pass the smell test. I want to talk to you about Carpe Max.
You got to seize the dry. That's what they say. And you know what? Honestly, I agree.
If the man zone has some sort of medication to kill you from sweating so much, load me up, dog. Ready, Dr. Roy David.
Dura-Dry, excessive sweating antiperspirant deodorant stick. Wow, we should put together a care package for you.
Mitchum Max for the extra sweaty male.
Mitchum.
So I know not everybody sweats as much as me,
Yeah.
but if you want to sweat out some of these games as much as I have been, get on
Wow.
over to Prize Picks. Download the app today. Use promo code DOGS. That is DOGS, as in roadies, as in dogs, as in hangers and bangers. Get on over to the app today. Download it. I'll be honest, it kept me locked into both of those NBA games last night. And the first one wasn't particularly good, but I had some serious stuff riding on it, especially in the second half when everyone decided to go to the bench because the game was already over and I ended up missing out on something. But it didn't matter because Prize Picks is still awesome.
Yeah, it absolutely is. When you have Prize Picks, it offers you a bunch of different things. First and foremost, your lineups, you can include up to 6 players. You can win up to 100 times your money. That's fun. The other part of it is, say you build a nice big entry, you got a huge lineup, a bunch of players playing, and one of them gets injured, right? Turns an ankle in the first quarter. All of a sudden, for the rest of that NBA postseason game that you've got your Prize Picks lineup on, he doesn't show up again. That may be frustrating if you're with a different app, but with Prize Picks, they actually allow you to continue on that lineup, even though you have an injury. These things are independently evaluated. It's case by case, and then they'll let you win your money. It's awesome. And again, you can win up to 100 times your money in a single lineup. And I believe Fletch has, because this guy loads up the lineups like 5 or 6 players at a time.
Guess what I'm doing right now, Rich?
You're flexing.
I'm
What's
flexing.
a flex?
You
You're
know why?
flexing.
Because today's a Flex
It
Friday.
is a Flex Friday.
Flex Friday on Prize Picks. That means you are going to get an insured entry. It doesn't matter if someone gets hurt. Your entire entry will be insured, meaning if you don't win, guess what? Promo funds will be added to your account the next day. On
Love
Flex
that.
Fridays, you basically get a free entry. Get on over to Prize Picks today. Download the app. Use promo code DOGS. First deposit matched up to $100. Promo code DOGS on Prize Picks. First deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. Good morning. Happy Friday. We got a Bar Cart Friday coming up in just a little bit, brought to you by Keg and Bottle.
Man, you're hitting the post there. Sounds like an FM DJ.
You can make an argument. And many have. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one because we have a little bit of a surprise on our hands today.
Yeah, we do.
A little bit of a mystery guest in terms of Bar Cart Friday.
Has anybody heard from Tony?
Nope.
Not yet.
What?
Tony Kanja, owner operator Keg and Bottle. He's going to be coming in, I assume, at 8:00, and it's going to either be him with just a bottle of Jack Daniels, like, pony up, boys, we're taking shots.
That'll be kind of fun.
That would be very fun. Or potentially it'll be like last week where all of a sudden we had 4 tequila brands in here pouring shots for Cinco de Tres.
Also fun.
Either way, we'll be fine. We did get this text from the 619. Fletch, you should get Botox in your armpits. It'll stop you from sweating in the pits.
Wait,
Look it up.
what?
Is that a thing?
You could actually do that at the Man Zone if they do offer Botox. They do offer Botox for men. I'm curious if they do it in the pits.
Hang on. But if you Botox your pits, like I would assume the sweat still has to come out somewhere.
Your mouth.
Just pouring out of your nostrils.
Like, seriously, though, because I do get pit stains. So what if instead of pit stains one week, I just come in and there's like belly button stains?
That would be funny.
It would also be
Just keep
hysterical.
Botoxing everywhere.
Fix
the leaks.
You're just shoring up. All of a sudden, it's just like, this one spot I can't reach in the middle of my back, so it's just pouring sweat.
Or I become a sprinkler and it starts going out my head.
Can you imagine though if your belly button was just like a faucet? Like everybody's just like, what? Like, why does he drip?
That's the
From his
X-Men
belly?
you don't want to know about.
According to the International Hyperhidrosis Society, underarm Botox injections can reduce underarm sweating by 82 to 87%. The effects can typically last 4 to 12 months or up to 14 months in some cases. I bet you sweat through it in 3 months. You just keep going back. But
It's a superpower, man.
People who receive underarm Botox injections tend to see results 2 to 4 days after treatment.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
Do it.
Yeah.
We should do it here in studio.
No sense in waiting. We should, we should do that today.
I've lived 28 years with underarm sweat. I think I could go another 60. I don't know how long I'm going to live.
Maybe Tony's bringing in some Botox.
Oh, speaking of coming in today, so it is National Small Business, and our friend Maria from Cien Chilis is going to come in. She's going to share with us some of her hot sauce. I believe she's going to have a promo code for people to go out and buy some of her delicious hot sauces. We actually met her for the first time a year ago on, I believe that was our Cinco de Mayo celebration. So
Was
we're
that
gonna,
a year
Was that a
ago?
year?
I think
That
it was.
doesn't make sense.
I think it was.
Wow.
I think so, but I'm not
Wow.
sure because
Okay.
I don't have a
Yeah.
great memory. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Well, last time was breakfast burritos. I'm very curious what we're going to be pouring some of the hot sauces on today. But Maria from Cien Chilis coming up in just a little bit.
It was National Hot Sauce Day, January 19th.
Oh, that was this
Yeah, it was
year?
this
That was like 4 months ago.
Was it really? I figured it was 12 because
Yeah,
anything that wasn't yesterday must have been last year.
it feels like that. It does feel that way.
All right. Listen, coming up, we want to hear your thoughts on the Dodgers coming to town for the first time this season. Again, what is Petco Park going to look like? 70470. Start your message with team. Are we expecting a Dodgers takeover, or have the Padres done enough to encourage Padres fans to show up and support the team? Very curious your thoughts on that. Hit us up on the text line or the talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Just click that microphone button. You can leave us a voicemail. We could play it live on air. Okay. We've all lost weight in this room. Well, Fletch is in a different room, but he's lost weight too. In fact, he's lost the most. Fletch is down over 45 pounds now. I've lost over 35. TD's lost over 30. We're maintaining our weight loss. Fletch is back on the weight loss side. SDFatLoss.com is how we
You're
get
going to
it.
have to update that read, man. I'm pushing the 5-0.
You're almost down 50
I'm
pounds.
I'm at like 231. So I need
Wow.
to, the 220s has been elusive, but I'm almost there.
Gosh, he's about to break into the 220s. Fletch was 278 not months ago. 278. He's down to almost the 220s now. It's all thanks to Wayne and Chloe, our weight loss team with SDFatLoss.com. If you're curious if it works, just go ahead and look back at old videos of us and look at videos of us now. Our necks are smaller. Our hips are a little bit not, well, less wide, I guess you would say. It's it's pretty noticeable, the changes. But if you are one of these people who wait until the weather starts to warm up and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I didn't do anything to make myself look better for bathing suit season, this is the plan for you, because you lose the weight exceedingly fast. You get on the diet, you get on the meal, on the plan that they set out for you, and there is no meal plan. That's my favorite part about it. They don't send you any gross things to eat. They don't send you any gross protein shakes that you have to drink. There's no injections. There's no bells or whistles to this. It's a little bit of help from a friend giving you a little bit of guidance. And if you sign up today with Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, you save $200 on the subscription. It's the natural way. It's the easy way. That's the reason it worked for us. SDFatLoss.com.
It's hour 2 on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. This update presented by RCP Block. Padres back at it today. They're welcoming the Dodgers to town for a 3-game series. And if you're looking for a spot to pregame all the baseball and basketball action coming up tonight, get on down to the Naughty Barrel in the Gas Lamp. Darren Smith is there noon to 3, John and Jim 3 to 6. And we got a pair of tickets to the Wonderfront Festival every single hour for Sunday's event. Must be on site to win. Again, Wonderfront Festival every single hour between Darren Smith, John, and Jim. You must be at the Naughty Barrel to win. NBA Cavs, they slam the Celtics in Boston, 118-94. Donovan Mitchell dominates the second half. That series is tied 1 game apiece as it's heading back to Cleveland. And the Mavericks took down the Thunder 119-110. That evens up the series at 1. Couple games coming up tonight that you can watch at the Naughty Barrel. Denver, Minnesota, Game 3. New York, Indiana, Game 3 as well. Backyard plans, retaining wall, easy. Patio pavers, easy. RCP Block makes hardscape easy. Find a huge supply of styles and colors at their 6 locations. Ask about contractor referrals. RCP Block, your number 1 source for hardscape and masonry supplies.
Happy Friday to those who celebrate. It's a Bar Cart Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle. 10 locations around San Diego. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. San Diego Sports 760. Padres, Dodgers this weekend for the first time at Petco Park. And it's interesting because this one does feel different than most. The Dodgers are having a much better start to their season than the Padres. There's no question about that record-wise. Recent winning. The Dodgers are red hot right now.
26-13.
Yeah, and they've won 8 of their last 10. Like, it's a very good Dodgers team. The Padres, they're about 500. You know what I mean?
They're
like
even 500. 20-20.
But I'm saying, but I mean the effort also. Like,
Well, yeah.
you know,
yeah.
sometimes a team like overperforms who they are or underperforms who they are. The Padres right now are a 500 baseball team. They are about as down the middle of a team as you could possibly ever observe. Now, the Dodgers, they're a good team and they're playing like a good team. So when a middle of the road team faces a good team, obviously you could get the advantage, and that's what it's been so far. The Padres split the first series in Seoul, South Korea. That was the MLB opener. And then the last series up in LA, they got them. They won 2 out of 3. This series, this could be the situation where all of a sudden you have progression to the mean for the Dodgers in terms of their series against the Padres, and they win it outright. I'm feeling like that's going to happen, but what if it doesn't? What if the Padres do what we don't think they can do and they get a winning series and all of a sudden it feels like they got bragging rights over LA? Does this set them in a direction of success for, I don't know, a month? For the season, for the first half?
Well, I mean, you feel like it would light a fire at least momentarily, right? Whether or not that's a week long or a month long or a season long fire, that remains to be seen. However, Fletch, you brought it up back in April 8th, when they had that comeback against the Cubs. They were down 6-0. It was over with. It was supposed to change the season forever, and it didn't do anything.
It showed that this team could put up big innings, which is something last year's team never was able to do, and they've continued to do so. You look at this year's team compared to last year's team, the offense, and Darnay Tripp had a tweet yesterday about where they rank categorically in terms of all of Major League Baseball. Padres are pretty damn near the top, which it's almost impressive that they're 20-20, and it's almost impressive that they've been able to do that without any of their big 3 really hitting so far this year. And that's the biggest difference between the Dodgers and the Padres. If you would like this Padres team to be 26-13 right now, well, look at what the Dodgers have been doing. Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts are 1-2 in the NL race for the MVP in terms of betting odds. Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr., Xander Bogaerts are nowhere to be found on that list so far because they don't deserve to be so far. They're all hitting 255 or below. Like, that's kind of embarrassing when the money you have tied up in these 3 stars aren't performing at all. And when you look at the Dodgers, those 2 guys are winning them games between Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani. They're dominating everything offensively.
Yeah, there's no question. Look, Shohei Ohtani also had an interpreter who was robbing him blind, right? You had a guy who you trusted. And I mean, it's comical because of how much money was taken from Shohei Ohtani over this period of time without him being aware of it. But I mean, I guess like he had no awareness of this and actually was This guy, Ipe Mitsuhara, is going to go away for a long time as a result of these crimes. Federal investigators went over and reviewed thousands upon thousands of text messages between Mitsuhara and Shohei Ohtani. And they realized, like, well, Shohei really is innocent in all of this. Like, there wasn't a single acknowledgement that any sort of
I still don't
sports
buy it.
You don't buy it?
I still don't buy it. And here's why.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's make everything relative, right? Shohei Ohtani clearly has a lot more money than I do.
Okay,
Like, that's
right.
obvious,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
But $4.5 million got taken from him. If $4.5 got taken from me, I would notice.
Well,
Wait, no,
actually,
there
it
was like 17 million.
$17 million.
I thought that was okay. Whatever.
The
No.
initial report was like something like $4 million.
Yes.
The total amount is $17 million of Shohei's money was stolen from him.
That makes my point even clearer. If $17 got taken from me, I definitely would notice.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Where you'd really notice is if $17 was your entire income, you'd notice if $17 was missing.
The point I was making by bringing it up, though, is the fact that through all of that, he's leading the majors
Yeah,
in home runs.
right.
In everything.
In everything. So, I mean, for any excuse you could ever give to the Padres or a singular player on the roster for having a tough start to the season, whatever it is, like, hey, maybe Tatis is still, worried about psychologically the issues from getting caught using a banned substance a couple of years back, or, Machado's a new dad, let's give him an excuse, or Xander Bogaerts, it's tough being the new kid in a new town. I get it. He's getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars to play baseball, but it's tough when you're the new kid in a, like Shohei Ohtani had $17 million stolen from him.
Right.
And he's hitting the cover off the baseball.
Just so people understand,
Like-
this isn't hyperbole. Shohei Ohtani leads Major League Baseball in hits.
Yes.
He's second in home runs now
Yes.
because Marcell Ozuna hit 2 of them yesterday. So
Okay.
now Shohei Ohtani's down to 11 and Marcell Ozuna's at 12. Shohei Ohtani also leads all of Major League Baseball in batting average. Shohei Ohtani's within the top 6 in runs batted in. Every single statistical category. And by the way, Mookie Betts is on all these lists too. Those two are near the top.
Mookie is incredible and has been every year, it seems like. He turns in all-star performance after all-star performance. Doesn't matter what year it is.
He's a machine.
Yeah, it's a machine like. That's exactly the word.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of the circumstances. I guess the point I'm trying to arrive to is, there are certain teams that you don't make any excuses for, and the Dodgers feel like that type of team. The Padres, doesn't it always feel like we're making excuses
Yep.
for a lack of success?
Yeah,
Like
which
we're
is
always saying, like, oh, geez, well, yeah, it would be different if. It's
Yeah,
like, or
yeah,
they
yeah.
could just play well.
That ends today. No more excuses. And here is like literally the bottom line. On this baseball team right now, the San Diego Padres of 2024, your 3 of your 4 least productive hitters so far this season are Manny Machado, Xander Bogaerts, and Fernando Tatis Jr. And that is not blowing smoke in any way. That is batting average based. They are the 3 of the 4 final players in your everyday lineup in terms of batting average.
yeah, and
Inexcusable.
yeah, it is. And then you just go back to, again, last season, we had the same complaints. And, there were moments where one of these 3 stars would get a little hot, but the other stayed cold. And then they would vary. It would all of a sudden flip and somebody else would get hot. And we made the excuses. Here, if they would just all start chugging along here, they don't even have to be at their hottest. Just start chugging along and, cutting away at some of this. Padres would dominate.
Padres, Dodgers this weekend. First trip to Petco Park for the boys in blue. What is Petco Park going to look like? If you want to weigh in on the text line, 70470, start your message with team. What's interesting is the text line is talking about the Dodgers, talking a lot of trash, obviously, but sort of mixed in are tips for Fletch's underarm perspiration.
Yeah, why do so many people know about Botox and underarm?
Okay,
Well, it's
so
a big deal.
we got this text. Prescription strength deodorant will help, and switching brands about every 2 months. Your body will adjust and you'll need to swap out for the same strength. So like,
So my
Wait,
body
really?
will fight against the cure.
so it's yeah, it does.
Oh
It
my
sounds
God.
like your body will adjust and adapt and overcome. And if I know you, and I know the way you sweat, there is no question that you will overpower.
How often are you supposed to change?
Every 2 months.
I would change every month if I were you.
Yeah, maybe
858
every
says
4
you
weeks.
can use Botox like that. I dated a girl who would inject my feet because I had puddles like feet sweat.
Ew.
What?
Gross.
Wow.
My feet don't really sweat. That's
Wait a
good
second. Where do you sweat? Oh, I guess
Wait.
yeah. No. Yeah,
I guess
that
I
makes
my
sense.
feet get sweaty.
Yeah, but
When I was playing
puddles?
basketball, my feet would sweat a lot. I had a really bad athlete's foot in high
Oh,
school.
actually, no. I played with one guy who his cleats would get, yeah, his feet sweat so much that his cleats, you could, when he stepped sometimes on like a really warm day, you could see this, you could know the sweat spurting out of the
Ooh.
little
Oh my
holes,
God.
like the eyelets
I'll
from
tell
where
you,
the
if we
laces
want to
were.
get gross on this show, we
No,
can
no.
get gross. I had to take baths in Epsom salt every day during basketball season because my feet would get so messed up from athlete's foot, which is because of sweaty feet. And I
Yeah.
would use the sprays, I would use the ointment, I would use everything, and nothing worked.
Did the doctor still call it athlete's foot after he looked at what your condition was?
Yeah, they still refer
No, you're a
to-
real twat.
I don't know if you could say that. Hey, you said that.
Apparently, I said a naughty word, but TV deserved it.
I'm just guessing. I don't know if that's acceptable from the FCC. That's
Sorry, we had to dump,
all. What?
but just know he was being one.
Did you? Yeah, there's no question. Here.
You set it up. That's all.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys see Aaron Judge hit that home run?
Okay, yes, and the home run was incredible. Juan Soto's reaction might have been more incredible.
Yeah.
He hit it almost 500 feet.
Did you see Juan Soto on the bench?
Once I
Literally
mean,
looked like he.
He
never
was
mind.
very excited. I mean, he was
Whoa!
very. Yeah, he looked like he was. At a press conference, a
he
basketball
hit
press
a
conference.
473-foot home run.
Dude, he mashed that ball.
I'm there is a little bit of envy when you're watching other teams, and it hasn't happened yet this season with the Dodgers. You know, when you're watching Padres baseball, there is a rivalry there, but overall there is an abundance of respect for how that team plays as a team. Now, individually, they're going to have some unbelievable individual talent. Shohei, the start he's had, you assume it's going to finish up a great season. Mookie Betts, but like
Tyler Glasnow, who leads all pitchers in every category.
yeah, but players like Judge or players like the way he's playing this season with the Yankees, or Soto for that matter, unfortunately not for the Padres with the Yankees now. It's remarkable, but this shot was remarkable.
Oh, they're showing the whole at bat. Lame. Hang on.
Wait for it.
You got it? There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, way better.
Yeah, I think it was accelerating still when it.
When it landed.
Yeah, my God.
Unreal.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane.
It's a Bar Car Friday on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. Coming up in just a little bit, we have Taylor Williamson. He's going to be joining us on the show, American Comedy Co. this weekend. Check out AmericanComedyCo.com for tickets. He's going to be playing Friday and Saturday shows, 7:30 and 9:30, so you could catch him twice tonight and twice tomorrow night. Make a weekend of it.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Go to every show.
Yeah.
It's the morning monologue. We do it every single day. Fletch, lead us off here. You seem eager.
Well, it's a J-Riff one.
Oh,
Is that
wow.
okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
we were
yeah,
talking
bring on
about
J-Riff.
him earlier today, how, he's a vegan now and he can't help but tell
Right.
everybody about
Right.
it. So J-Riff and Jenna are dating.
Right.
Kendall and I are married.
Correct.
Jenna and Kendall have become friends because they
Okay.
have similar interests. They
All
both
right.
work in the school system, and that's great. And I'm friends with J-Riff. He's a buddy, even though he's stupid. But
Are you going to say that Jenna is pregnant right now?
no.
Oh, okay.
How? Why would that even pop into your head?
I don't know. I thought you were going to be upset because you told us yesterday that Kendall was not pregnant.
She's not.
And I think you guys have been trying for quite some
We
time.
haven't.
What?
Been trying actively the opposite, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Like, basically, since we've met, it's been how do we not get
Well,
pregnant?
I'm going to say practice makes perfect.
Abstinence.
So, anyways, Kendall and I have like a nice dinner date tonight.
Yeah.
And J Riff and Jenna had texted us earlier to see if we wanted to do something on Saturday night, like go to a wine bar. And I was like, oh, Saturday night's kind of tied up with other stuff. It's busy time. But Friday night, why they should just come to dinner with us, make it a double date. But then I remembered they're both vegan and we're going to like a nice Italian
Sen. So the whole language is basically, I eat pizza. Not. It's wild. They shut the gyms down here in Los Angeles. It was like March of 2020 until May of 2021. It's so wild. That means I didn't go to the gym for 36 years. Wow.
Yeah, that is the voice of Taylor Williamson. He's going to be out at the American Comedy Company tonight, tomorrow night, 7:30, 9:30. You want tickets? They're just $20. AmericanComedyCo.com. And he joins us right now on a Bar Cart Friday. Taylor, how are you, buddy?
Hey, thanks for having me. Can I tell you guys, I'm so tired, but like listening to your show, I feel like I just did a bunch of like drugs that keep you awake.
Yeah.
You know? Whatever those are. Those
Yep.
drugs. But you know.
Yeah, no, that's what we hand out here.
You don't need drugs.
Shady and Fletch.
We're on a lot. And I mean a lot of meth. Right? Yeah. And what we skip over the coffee. We go for the hard stuff in the morning. No,
Well, you know, this is the deal. You guys do drugs, so your listeners don't have to.
That's right.
They just have to listen to you, and they stay healthy. Your families are torn apart, but whatever. It's for the community of San Diego.
Right.
Fletch hasn't spoken to his children in years.
Right. Yeah, and he has several children that we know of.
I do want to say that, like, if any of Fletch's former friends who are vegan want to come to do something Friday night that aren't invited to an Italian restaurant, they should come to my comedy show.
Yeah. No, definitely. Definitely.
He's got a lot of former friends. In fact, all the people who I mean, it's just a wake of veganism that he just leaves in his path.
Is every friend you've ever had is it now a former friend?
I got you two guys. Maybe.
Yes.
For long. To be honest, I got exit plans.
Right.
Taylor Williamson joining us, American Comedy Co. this weekend. You have a small dog with you that's sleeping in your arms.
I have a tiny Chihuahua in my arms.
Is that a Chihuahua? I couldn't.
She's mixtured. Mixtured? Is that a word?
Yeah, I think that's a word. It's Betty.
She's Betty. Her name's Betty.
She's
the love of my life and my heart and my soul. You know.
I get that.
I was gonna say
that.
Like, is this a dog you can't leave home? Like it comes with you everywhere.
I started off like I got her at the shelter and she has separation anxiety, so like I brought her more than normal, and then now I have separation anxiety from her because I just love her so much, and now I'm just like I'm at this point where I'm like, you know what? If you don't want me, if I can be my dog, I don't want to be around you. You're a monster. She makes people smile. She's tiny. She's in a backpack. Like if you're allergic to dogs, I travel with a shot that you can.
Good.
With,
wait. You said you had a DNA test and she's part poodle. Aren't they hypoallergenic?
That's the word.
That's the word.
That's where it sounded out.
Yeah.
I've said she's hypoallergenic to people before, but I don't know. I have asked her. She doesn't tell me.
No, you just say that no matter what.
Yeah,
I should say that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's better than like just like randomly injecting people. Like you sit next to. So I was sitting next to Taylor Williamson on a plane. Nice guy. He did inject me with something though.
Yeah,
I wasn't quite asleep yet, and I noticed movement.
Crossing my fingers, it was an EpiPen because he had a horribly allergic dog.
But the mistake I made, you went from mistakes. You're supposed to ask before you inject people with. I'm allergic to dog stuff. And sometimes you inject them with the wrong stuff accidentally. You know, my bad.
Do you ask it a lot though?
People are so sensitive. Yeah. People are so sensitive. I hate that.
But I'm with you. It's like that reporter. You make one mistake in your life.
Yeah.
You know, like O.J. Simpson, you make one mistake.
Right.
People brand new something.
Maybe two mistakes. People can't make two really big mistakes on one night and then no forgiveness.
Right? What are we doing here?
Yeah. The rest of your life, like you murder one person, you're a murderer now?
Yeah,
you're not a Hall of Fame football player?
One goat is all it takes. One goat.
Dude, yeah.
What happened to forgiveness, you guys?
Right.
What happened to our country?
Right. Taylor, you grew up out here at Del Mar?
I grew up in Del Mar. I'm better than most people. But back here, but like, dude, you guys, 1997, 98, San Diego sports. I got you. What do you want? What do you want from me? Natron means I got you. Stan Humphries, bro.
Can we talk a little Tony Gwynn?
Tony Gwynn, the legend.
His birthday was just yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday, Tony. Rolf Bernurshka. I don't know how deep you guys go, but
kicker.
Rolf Bernurshka used to come to Del Mar Hills Elementary School, and if you read lots of books. You read around the world. You got to have pizza lunch with Rolf
No.
Bernershka.
Wait, Book It? Do you remember Book It?
It's probably a similar thing. I was just
Oh.
like reading around the world.
Reading around the world. The Book It was when I was a kid, and you read books, and I just lied about reading them,
Yeah,
so
you
they
said-
would give me the little tickets.
You
Real
said- you said
quickly-
your mom signed it.
Yeah.
Says you read.
Do people still read books? Is that still something that
Wait,
people do?
What do you call them?
Because I remember when we were kids, like everyone's like, "Oh my god, you got to read books." Literally, you cannot find books anymore. Is that still a thing that happens?
Can I
Yeah.
give you guys the greatest marketing I could ever? This is free. This is a free marketing suggestion.
Got a
if I may
pen?
write this down.
Yeah, yeah.
Jewish businessman here.
Okay. Oh,
Fair
whoa.
enough.
This is for
Put
real
your ears
then.
on.
Yeah.
Oh,
You hit up Rolf Bernershka. There's a lot of kids who grew up in San Diego educational, whatever that was called, Delmar Hills, whatever. You go, hey, oh my god, I'm so excited about this. I'll participate. Hey, adult kids who grew up out. Remember when you were a kid and you read around the world and you got to have lunch with stuff from Stuffed Pizza with Rolf Bernershka?
yeah.
We're bringing that back
Yeah.
for adults. Read books. Tell us
Dude.
what books you read. And then we're going to meet Rolf. The winner gets to meet Rolf Bernershka.
He's not dead, is he?
No, he's thriving.
He's thriving with his book business.
I hope he's still doing this.
Dude, by the way, some of
oh
the
my god, he looks good.
dude, some of the
Wait.
shots of Rolf right now, he's 69 years young.
God bless Rolf Bernershka.
Wow.
Rolf
Yeah.
Bernershka, if you want to come to my show tonight, I'll give you 10% off, buddy.
10% off. Look, tickets are only $20.
Listen, that's
so-
he's got the money.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
He
Well-
never let me have lunch with him. You
Well, no, you didn't read enough books.
I love it. I love it for you, Rolf. 18.
18
know? Is that 10% off?
Well, I learned embarrassingly, this is a true story. So when I was in college, that was when Ann, my wife, and I first started dating, and we'd go on dates and stuff, go to a restaurant, whatever, and I'm paying because that's what you do, right? So get the check, and I would write down the tip and wouldn't even think anything about it, and we'd leave the restaurant. And so after maybe the third time going out to dinner, she goes, "You know, I can't stand that you're like hitting on waitresses in front of me." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "You have tipped the last 3 waitresses like a massive amount." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "I mean, like 40%, 50%, 60%. She was like, "What are you doing?" She was like, "I mean, are you trying to get their numbers or something?" I'm like, "No." I was like, I was just like, I don't know, $10. Like, isn't that what you tip? And she was like, or like 20 or 30, whatever it was. She was like, "No." She was like, "How do you do the math?" And I was like, "Excuse me?" She goes, like,
word.
like what are you doing? What math are you using? I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like what percentage of tip? I'm like, "Oh no, you lost me." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, "Are you tipping like 10%, 18%, 20%? Like, because you're tipping them like 4." She had to teach me percentages in college. I was a football player.
Good
so,
call.
Yeah.
I
Good call.
respectfully CTE.
Thank you.
Right,
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
respectfully.
I
don't have to be
I'm not
respectful.
trying to
Yeah, yeah.
But double the tax. That's how we did it from that point
Yeah,
forward.
I mean,
and
that's how I
haven't
do
been
it
in trouble
now.
Since. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That's
an
like-
important learning lesson.
I love that's like some caveman stuff.
Oh,
right
dude.
there. Like I just give $20 every time. I don't know. Like if you went to this Italian place, you probably like under tip, you know?
Yeah,
So, like,
unfortunately.
like if you go
Right.
to McDonald's,
Well,
you just give them $20 for a Big Mac.
She explains this to me, and I
tip
mean,
at McDonald's.
you go, yeah.
Do you
it's
tip?
so-
Well, you're a big time star.
I'm a celebrity.
Yeah. When you go into McDonald's, do they know like this guy's from Del Mar?
Can I tell you? I didn't mean to cut you off. Can I tell you what happened to me once at Del Mar,
Yeah.
Via Del Valle, McDonald's?
Oh, wait, the Via de la Valle. I'm trying to think of where
it's
that
right
one
off
is.
the 5. It's right off the 5.
Oh,
It's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
literally.
Oh, yeah, I know
you
where it's
see
at.
the golden arches as
Right,
you're driving
right,
up.
right,
Which,
Yeah, yeah.
by the way, is a major McDonald's in the McDonald's business. They were one of the first to have the McCafe.
Wow.
I've talked to people in the McDonald's business.
Yeah.
I'm like, they test stuff out there like before it gets national.
Oh, really? It's a
They
testing
used
one.
to have a dinosaur inside there. I don't know how OG you guys
No, listen.
are.
I know you look at me. You probably think this guy never eats McDonald's. I've been there before.
Oh, yeah?
I've been to this location
They used
before.
to have a dinosaur inside it. You don't have to know what I'm talking
Okay,
about, but
alright.
this is back then. But anyways, one time I went in there, I saw Trevor Hoffman.
What, eating
You saw-
McDonald's?
Guys, I'm the
close.
best guest
Hold-
you've ever
Yeah,
had.
you. I mean, you are dropping names left and right,
Hey.
buddy.
What was he eating? What was he eating?
Yeah.
Everybody.
He had pasta. It's really weird.
What?
It's like he's just walking around with pasta.
He was having the McPasta.
His wife was pissed because he tipped 47%.
Wait, whoa! Time out. Hey, check this out. You know people at McDonald's. I just came up with this one. Macaroni and cheese.
Slap.
What?
It's honestly amazing.
Thank-
I'm not making a joke.
Taylor doesn't think he needs to run a lap.
Thank you.
Taylor
You just said
says
it
it
was
was good.
amazing.
I was gonna yell lap no matter what you said.
What?
That's a good point.
That's a little rough.
But, but you're incorrect.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Thank
was
you.
a great idea.
Thank you.
Like it's perfect
you.
food for McDonald's.
This
It's the catchiest name ever. Like this is like
That's what I'm talking about.
I got to make some phone calls to the McDonald's.
Right.
I used to. I had a rich kid. I grew up in Del Mar. I wasn't rich kid, but like everyone else is rich kid. You know. Like,
Right.
Torrey Pines High School with all these like horrible people. And my high school reunion's on Saturday. My high school reunion's on Saturday. I'm missing it because I'm working. Also because like I don't want to go into traumatic situations. And they messaged me like, "Do you want to perform for your high? We saw that you're a comedian. Do you want to come perform for your reunion?" I'm like, do I want to like? I believe I've had nightmares about that. High school was the worst things ever happened to me, and I literally had bad dreams about performing for all the people who were mean to me and having them just stare at me and not laugh. Like I don't need more trauma, anyways. It's just there.
No, it's fun. It's fun when
we usually do
there's an
therapy on
easy-
Thursdays.
Yeah, we have therapy Thursday. It's fun when there's like an easy no. Like you're like, oh no, absolutely not. Like, thank you, but I don't even mind being rude to you.
Right.
Like, this is the hardest pass of my life. I will not be performing at my high school reunion.
I know we're up against the break here, Fletch. We got to go. But Taylor Williamson, you would you get second place? America's Got Talent.
I went to Joan Croc's house for Halloween. I had to say that with Rich Kid. Anyways,
another name drop, ladies and gentlemen.
Does she give away the big?
Yeah, you got the king size candy
Yes.
bars.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Gotta hang out with rich people. It's the best, you know. Or hang out with me, you guys. That's the point. I'm very rich now. I was a runner-up on. Listen, I was runner-up on America's Got Talent.
Okay.
I grew up in Del Mar. What else do you need from me? I have a comedy special called Taylor Williamson Live at the Comedy Store. You can watch it on YouTube for free. It's all different material that I'm going to do tonight. Just go YouTube Taylor Williamson Live at the Comedy Store at Taylor Comedy, all this stuff.
We watched a little bit of yesterday.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. It was
But, like,
fantastic.
It's my first time headlining in San Diego in so many years, and I'm so happy to be back in my town. And I love San Diego.
We love that club.
Yeah. We love it.
It's
Yeah.
a great club. Yeah.
American Comedy
You guys are fun. Are
Company.
you kicking me out? Is that what's happening? I feel the vibe that you're kicking
Yeah,
me
well,
out.
you've
listen,
worn out your welcome here,
You do
Taylor.
have to go.
Yeah.
You do have to
Well,
go.
I just-
And
what
we
I-
were
what
gonna
we
be
need-
nice about it, but
Yeah. What I was trying to get to is if does Heidi Klum, does she still contact you?
We don't talk about a personal life. Listen, Heidi Klum's kissed me on the mouth multiple times. There's evidence. Google it if you'd like.
Hell
If that
yeah.
sells a ticket.
gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow,
My
wait.
dog is followed by the woman who played She-Hulk on the show She-Hulk
Wow.
on Instagram.
Another, basically a name drop.
Like I'm just saying, like if you don't come to my show, you're an idiot. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
and
That
it's-
is very
it's-
true.
It's probably sold out, but if you roll for nurse, get 10% off. One
Oh.
time the drummer from POD came to
Oh
my
my
show. once.
gosh.
Oh my god.
Look how she
Yeah.
looks like she's enjoying it,
She
Taylor.
loved it. If you go to my YouTube, I have my whole America's Got Talent journey. If you want to see,
Oh, yeah.
what that's like.
Did you just get reposted or you just post that a couple months ago?
I posted the whole thing on for the first.
That's
time,
cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
I'm trying to think of other exciting things to brag about.
Are those happy memories from America's Got Talent?
Mostly. I mean, there's a lot of trauma involved with it too, you know, and like, and then for the last so many years, every day of my life, someone goes, "What'd you get for second place? You got paid something, right?" Every day of my life. Oh yeah, you know, I'm grateful for the opportunity. You know, well, you didn't get anything. You should have got something. No, I'm okay. You know, it's okay. I'm so lucky. Who even thinks they're gonna get that far? It's good. I make a great living doing. You should have gotten something. This is really not. Then I start crying. You know?
Yeah.
Like I got over the trauma, and then they keep reminding me. You lost to a Japanese dancer. What? This is America's Got. Okay, buddy. Let's get a little.
Wait. Is that why you learned Japanese?
I studied Japanese as a kid. And I took they had like after school learning program, and then I took Japanese in high school because I could get an easy C without doing homework because I also didn't read.
It's like a hidden
and
talent.
listen. I feel like you're kicking me out. I'm trying to stay. Like,
No, I know. Well, you know what? I mean, if you want to hang out, we probably have another 2 minutes after we play some commercials here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I talk over the commercials?
We recommend that.
Yeah,
Let's take a break. Taylor Williamson going to hang out with us here for another very, very short segment. But first, I don't know, Taylor, if you look through that glass, look at that guy. He used to be so fat
He
and
was gross.
disgusting.
In fact, we all were, but Fletch was the grossest.
It was terrible.
All right, your mics are off. This is the quickest ad read ever for SDFatLoss.com. $200 off right now if you go to SDFatLoss.com, mention Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, and start losing some weight, as in like right now. It took us 2 months each to lose over 35 pounds. It can do the exact same thing for you. Talk to Wayne and Chloe. They are our weight loss team over there at SDFatLoss.com. And if you're ready to make a big change in your life, start with knocking off some LBs and take a look in the mirror and decide what you want to look like in a couple months from now, because that's exactly what we did. And for all of us, it was, 35 plus pounds. For me, I'm inching up to that 50 mark, man, because I went back on the reduction phase because I got to my initial goal and realized that, I could probably do more and get a little bit healthier and look a little bit better. So I'm back on the losing train. Get on over to SDFatLoss.com right now. $200 off when you mention Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. Talk to Wayne and Chloe. Tell them we sent you, and you're going to get hooked up. SDFatLoss.com.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on a Bar Cart Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle. 10 locations around San Diego, one in Santa Barbara. I was just in those stomping grounds recently, and then there's one in Chicago. I was just looking on social media. The Chicago store is doing big things. Coming up in just a little bit, we've got some delicious rum. Sammy Hagar's rum coming up. Little teaser there for you. We're getting set up in here for the Bar Cart Friday, but before we run, I want to talk to you about the Good Feet store. Their arch supports can literally save your back. It saved mine. You get in there for your free fitting. You test walk in store and you walk away. And if you're like me, you might be a little skeptical at first. You might be thinking to yourself, geez, will these really work for me? The answer is yeah. Give them time and you'll feel the joint pain melt away. I had lower body joint pain after my NFL career, and it was an amazing change that I felt. The ankle pain went away, the knee pain, the hip pain disappeared, which I was thrilled with. I had an MRI scheduled. I canceled. My back pain. I have so many more good days than bad days now, and it's all thanks to the Good Feet store. So if you're struggling with any lower body joint pain, look them up, goodfeet.com. There's 200 plus locations overseas and in the U.S. And so get to the Good Feet store today. Save your back.
All right, hour 3, Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. This update presented by Sid's Carpet Barn. We will start off with the Padres. They're back at it today, welcoming the Dodgers to town for a 3-game series. If you're looking for a spot to pregame all the baseball and basketball action coming up later tonight, get on down to the Naughty Barrel in the Gas Lamp. Darren Smith is there noon to 3, John and Jim 3 to 6. And there's going to be a pair of tickets to the Wonderfront Music and Arts Festival Sunday. Every single hour given away at the Naughty Barrel today. You must be on site to win. NBA Cavs slammed the Celtics in Boston 118-94. Donovan Mitchell dominating the second half. That series is tied at 1 game apiece. It's heading to Cleveland this weekend. The Mavericks took down the Thunder 119-110. That evens up the series at 1 game apiece. Coming up tonight, Denver, Minnesota game 3. New York, Indiana also game 3. For over 70 years, San Diegans have trusted Sid's Carpet Barn for all their floor covering needs. At Sid's, you'll always find great service, low everyday prices, and the largest selection of carpet, wood, laminate, and tile flooring with immediate installation too. Visit Sid's Carpet Barn or sidscarpet.com.
It's time to cruise into the weekend. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch present Bar Card Friday. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle, with the best selection of bourbon, whiskey, tequila, private section bottles, and more.
My problem is I drink too much, way too much. I got my doctor a urine specimen. There was an olive in it.
Now, let's pour some drinks.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on a Bar Card Friday. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle. Tony Kanja, owner-operator, just running around here getting things set up. Sebastian is manager from KMB Bistro, where we hosted the big game tailgate party, which we're going to do again for the AFC Championship game, NFC Championship game.
Maybe the World Series.
Or Super Bowl. We don't know.
Wait, NBA Finals.
Can we say that? You mean the other big game?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we may do a big game or like a bigger game or my mediocre game.
Yeah, maybe just any game. Maybe it'll just be a primetime game.
We may play Monopoly for 4 hours.
But that was thrilling. And then
Cornhole championships.
That sounds good.
The ACL.
Oh, wait a second.
Look at what's happening
We are
here.
joined in studio live by Tiffany. She is a vision with rum.
That's right.
She just walked through the door. She sashayed through the door, and she brings with her Sammy Hagar Beach Bar Rum Company's a fine selection of different spice rums, white rums. We've got ready to drink cocktails. Tiffany, how you doing this morning?
Great. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, glad to
You
have
guys
you.
are super fun. I was at the bistro last time before Super Bowl.
Oh, you were?
So I saw you guys then.
Oh, nice. Oh, I remember.
You remember me amongst all the 200 people?
I don't.
Yeah,
I apologize. I apologize.
We were sitting in a corner where we couldn't even see over the crowd, and then B, I blame Tony. We were overserved.
There was a lot of items sent to us, Tony. Yeah.
Yeah, Sebastian DeBoss.
That's right. Wow. So we were just poured right now from Tony. This is what do we? Is this
So
just the?
Yeah, so that's his platinum rum.
Okay.
Okay, so of course all rums come from the Caribbean, right? Puerto Rico is where it's from. Distilled 4 times. So that's what I love about it, because when you put that white alcohol up to your nose, you guys put it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't hit you with that rubbing alcohol.
No.
That's
No.
what I describe it as.
Right.
It's smooth, it's light. Also, you can smell the tropical notes a bit.
Yeah.
You smell that in there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
there's a little
super
bit of
smooth,
that
it's
pineapple.
Smooth to drink. Yeah.
Wow,
Some banana
It smells
leaves.
like Sammy's hair.
Yeah,
man,
right?
Oh my
If you-
God.
Little beach.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what, Sammy? He smells like he looks like he would smell like a sandy coconut.
Yeah.
And that's
He
what I
looks
get.
exactly like that.
And I get it. And
He
you know
looks
what?
exactly like that.
And
He sweats suntan lotion. Yeah. My
He's
God.
all about the beach. Well, he's started Cabo Wabo down in
Yeah.
Cabo. He's the OG of liquor.
Yeah.
I know.
The celebrity liquor is Sammy, right?
Oh my
one
gosh.
of the first people to ever
The-
do that.
yeah.
Ever.
And he started because he found agave to better tequila, right? To make tequila better.
Right.
So he has a tequila side as well, Santo. right?
Okay.
Santo
Yeah.
tequila with
Oh,
Guy
Yeah.
Fieri.
Yeah.
With Guy, yeah.
But I'm
Man.
on the rum side.
The
So we're talking rum.
okay, we're talking rum. We're talking rum. So let's taste this one neat, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay, a little sip. Mm-hmm. Oh
Switch it
wow.
around.
Oh wow. Yeah, that works.
Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
Man, that's good.
I'll tell you right now,
Smooth.
the last time I had a sip of, now we've had a couple of sips of rum neat, but prior to doing Bar Car Fridays, I remember the only time I would drink rum without anything else in it was 151 shots.
Ooh.
And
Wow.
so I have, and this is college days, I have horrible memories of rum. Like
course.
this is so delicious on its own.
Right.
Yeah.
This is really good stuff.
Did you
Tiffany.
say there was citrus in it?
It has some tropical notes, right? Like banana leaf. You can smell just the tropical hints in there. Tropical hints in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of 3.
Okay.
One of 3.
What percentage of Sammy Hagar is in each glass? That's the one thing I think.
Well,
everybody-
listen, this is his brand. This is his company. He's the CEO,
Yeah.
right? He developed these, and he's not just a famous face on a liquor bottle. This is his company.
No,
So,
no.
Yeah.
I've heard him talk. Actually, we're big
Yeah, it
fans
was-
of Sammy Hagar.
Tiffany, I apologize. It was a gross joke
We-
that we all laughed at over here.
No way. He
Yeah.
would love that.
Well, okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
I didn't want-
we don't want to offend you.
yeah,
Yeah.
or Sammy for that
We
matter.
probably will in the next 56 minutes, so we'll
It's
apologize up front.
Yeah.
Oh, she's saying, bring it.
Yes.
I
You
think I may
are
polish this
people,
one off.
Tiffany. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to follow and do the same. Sebastian's over there doing a little light contracting work. It's fine.
Yeah. The top
Yeah.
stuck.
The top
You went
is stuck
so
on the
hard
shaker.
on the shaker that it's not coming apart. Man, oh man.
He froze it.
Yeah.
He literally froze it from shaking so hard. Look at that. I've never seen that before.
We've also been handed a ready to drink cocktail here. And
Yeah.
this is the first time that I want to say there was any cola involved.
Okay.
Oh, that
So
is interesting,
these are
yeah.
sparkling rum cocktails, right?
Okay.
So Sammy, so during COVID, Sammy's at home with his elder children. They're sitting around drinking some RTDs, cocktails in a can.
Yep.
And he's like, Claws, Truly, things like that. And he's like, you know what? I can do better. So this is rum. This is not a malt beverage. Okay. He has 4 flavors that he developed. That's the cherry cola chill, just as it sounds, like a cherry rum and cherry
Yeah,
coke. Okay.
Can I make a suggestion? I don't know if we want to call Sammy. This ready to drink cocktail, 5.5% alcohol. I feel like it should be 5.6.
Yeah, well,
because I can't drive 55.
Right. Well, that's why we're staying at 5.5.
What? Oh, got it. Got it.
Good one. I'm using that one.
Thank you.
I'm
very
using
much.
that
Thank
one.
you. Flash over here trying to tell me to take a lap.
Yeah.
You know one from last hour. It's
What?
probably almost time.
It's probably almost.
So we'll wait till. Can he get that up there?
Well, he's about
on, man.
to shotgun this thing.
everything's
Hang on,
good.
Tiffany. Yeah. If we're gonna taste
Oh
it.
yeah.
If Sammy Hagar were here and I was about to shotgun his cherry cola rum ready to drink cocktail, would he approve? Is that
Absolutely.
Okay,
Rock on,
okay,
man.
yeah.
That's what he does. He's a rocker.
And go.
Yes, you're
So-
welcome, Sammy.
Was so.
Welcome, America.
How did it taste?
Pretty fun.
That is so good. Oh
Take a
my
little sip there.
god. Oh my god. Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh, that is so
We
good.
expect-
A cherry cola.
We expect belching commencing
What?
now.
You missed the first one. There will be a
Right.
follow-up back. There will be an encore, Tiffany.
That is absolutely.
Now that's just one of the 4 flavors. But you know what I love about the can? You guys hold the can, right? It's a little grainy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He makes it like a little sandy.
Oh.
Won't slip out of your hand. But then
Yeah.
also look at the QR code on
Okay.
the side of the can.
All right.
You scan that QR code and see where it takes
Okay,
you.
hang on.
Oh
hang
my
on.
There it
gosh,
is.
there was
Yeah.
Tiffany.
There it is. Take it.
Hang on.
Okay,
Okay,
and the
checking
QR
it out.
code. Okay.
Oh, Sammy's beachbarrum.com.
Ah, look at that.
And
Yeah.
yes, I am 21 or
Yeah,
older.
I'm over 21. Look at Sammy there.
So you'll see he's going to sing a little short song about his flavor. There you go.
I'm going to tell you what.
Wait.
So hang on. So we get the cocktail. We get, you could shotgun it or you could sip on it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, whatever.
honestly, I prefer shotgunning
Yeah.
the cocktails. That's fine.
Well, because there's 4 in a pack, and you want to make sure you get those down in 40 to 50 seconds.
That's
Yeah.
Golf course.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then you get Sammy singing to you. That's what I was thinking first. I was
Right.
thinking, look, the weather's warming up. San Diego's known for their golf courses. You throw a couple of those in the
Oh,
bag.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
You throw them in
man.
the cooler, you hit the course, you put on a couple of his tunes. I
Absolutely.
mean, you're talking about like a really good day.
It's just, he's fun. It's all about the beach and fun and rock and roll. I mean, he's a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer.
Yeah, this is
Do it.
This is fantastic. This you fill the cooler up with these and head to any tailgate.
Well, there's 4, you guys, so we got to move on to the other flavors. But which drink
yeah.
are we doing,
All right,
Sebastian?
TD, chug it.
What? I gotta chug this?
Oh yeah. You're gonna have to drink 4 of those real fast, like you said, at
Wait.
least 50 seconds.
You've only had one.
Yeah, well,
He did it in 5 seconds.
Yeah, so I'm on pace.
We were handed another drink here.
Yeah,
buddy.
what is
Yes.
it? What is this drink,
Which one is
Sebastian?
it, Sebastian?
So
Talk to
this
us.
is the Maui Mai Tai, available on the Sammy Hagar website, actually. So everybody can make this at home. You got the Sammy's Platinum Beach Bar rum, the orange curacao. What really makes it is the orgeat. This one calls for a lychee syrup, but we went ahead and used the orgeat in there, and it's got that nice kind of
Yeah,
like creamy, milky taste to it.
You made me have to dump that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Orgeat.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. It was a joke.
Show you an orgy.
Yeah. Enough
And,
of these, and there may be an orgy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fletch, take your top off.
Again. So what's the name of this one?
I digress.
This is the Maui Mai Tai. So just a nice little refreshing drink for the summertime here. Got that with the flavors of the sour. Got that opens up that little punch to it right there.
Wow.
This is really good.
Wow.
This is really, really good.
Now, guys, when you opened up that website, you
Yeah.
can go to, there's a recipe section.
Yeah.
But in addition to the recipes on the website, he's got a beautiful cocktail book. And I
Man.
brought each one of you a beautiful cocktail
Oh,
book.
no way!
And if we
That's
can,
cool.
I didn't bring it over here, but to go through, that's the one with all my marked pages. Can I do one that's not marked?
Yeah.
So, I mean, look at this. It's so, look.
Oh, that's a
It's
beauty.
gorgeous. This,
Wait,
one's,
signed?
this one's signed for Tony. This is a guy. Yeah. I mean, but
Nice.
it's got, you guys,
Yeah.
chock full. It's beautiful.
That is
it's a beautiful
fantastic.
book. You can pick it up at, Barnes & Noble and Amazon.
Yeah, this is awesome.
It's-
Yeah.
Thank you
Let's
so
say
much.
It's a
Forward by
gorgeous book.
Guy Fieri.
Yes. So he has the Santo Tequila with Guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
yeah.
Guy really
They were
wants
just
to
here.
look like
And
Sammy.
I hung out with Guy.
Yeah,
Guy-
well,
Guy-
no,
3
he's,
weeks ago.
You were
wait.
with a guy a couple of weeks ago.
3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
he was in town. We hung out.
So
and,
weird he wasn't in studio with
Yeah,
us.
that's cool. It's fine.
Well,
No,
Well,
yeah,
it's fine. Yeah,
well,
Sammy
we were
Hagar.
working out the details. And,
Oh.
he will be next time he visits, hanging out with you.
Guy
Fieri?
Right
Next
on.
Friday we're in town. I'm trying to get both of them, but hopefully just one of them.
We're big fans
That's
of
cool.
both. I'll tell you right now, this is pretty consistent. Every single hotel I've visited, and I go to a lot because I'm traveling for football and calling games and stuff like that. Diners, drive-ins, and dives. That is my jam. I
Yeah.
turn on Food Network and I see Guy Fieri or his grocery games.
Yeah.
I actually have never tried the Santo Tequila.
Oh, you're gonna
I-
love it.
yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I won't bring
He's
it in
got
because I'll
three
let
di-
him bring it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, he has 3 flavors: the anejo, the blanco, and then what's reposado,
Yeah, but he
Reposado,
also
yeah.
has mescalito,
the mescalito. He's the first
a
one.
blend of mezcal and tequila. And
Oh,
so it's
wow.
like a gateway to
To mezcal.
I was
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
on
see, he's the
Diners.
OG. He's
Yeah.
he's the OG.
You hear that? What's that, Sebastian?
I was on Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives
You
were on the
were?
show?
about 10 years ago. Yeah, a restaurant that I managed in Long Beach. This place called Tavern on 2. He came down
been
and
there.
did the whole thing. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
My wife's
sweet.
from Long Beach.
yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
Belmont Shore. Yeah, it was like 10 years ago or so, but he is exactly the same in person
Yeah.
when you see on TV.
I'm shocked
Right.
that
so
I don't
fired up.
that I didn't recognize you from there because I'm almost positive I've seen every single episode.
He was up at Hobo's Barbecue in Temecula, and I was like, I'm gonna go, and I went out and waited in line with like 10,000 other people. Turns out we never got in.
How did Tiffany? How did Sammy and Guy link up? Like just from circles, celebrities meeting each other, kind of
I
thing, or
think so. I'm really not
think it's the
quite
hair.
sure of the backstory,
I
but
can tell you a little bit about
oh, thank you, Tony.
Okay.
that. So guy told me the story. and
they
it
went
was-
to the same guy who does frosted tips.
Right?
They were like, "Who's your hairdresser?" I love what you've done
So-
with these.
So this is a testament to what a great guy Sammy is,
Yeah.
because they linked up and they're drinking tequila, and he goes, yeah, I sold it, so I can't do this again. But in 10 years, or there was some years, and I
Yeah,
think it
like
might have been 10.
Non-compete
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Non-compete clause.
Yeah.
He goes, if I ever do it, I'll do it with you. This guy's like, I want to own a tequila brand with you. I love tequila, and he's passionate about tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4 years after the non-compete, they got together, created this brand. There's zero investors. It's literally their money, the two of them.
Yeah.
Right? And it takes gazillions to create.
Oh, I mean, it's just
Right?
insane.
And
Tony and
so-
I are working on that now with Kegnog. It takes
Yeah.
so much money.
We're working on it. We got the website.
They call it the $1 million baby, but it's $1 billion idea.
Yep. So
Eggnog by the keg.
So guy's sitting down and gets a phone call from Sammy. He goes, "Hey, remember when we talked like 8 years ago and you said you were interested?
Yeah.
Let's go."
No
Wow.
kidding.
Yeah.
It was that
Yeah.
fast.
He said, "Write me a check," and then he wired him the seed money.
Hmm.
Boom, done. They did it.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
It's also my goal in life to get to the point where someone could just say, wire me the money, and I actually have money to wire somebody.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
Yeah,
Tony,
or,
we'll get there.
or like they would wire you the money.
That'd be cooler.
Yeah, that would be super
well,
cool.
when we're on the SS Kegnog
Yeah.
somewhere off of Cabo,
Right?
hanging with Sammy Hagar, drinking his rum.
Well, maybe we can get some investors.
Well, now that
you and
I
me.
work for him, I best be going to his birthday party in October.
Tiffany's
Yeah.
invited.
I'm going.
Do
There
you
it
get a
is.
plus
I'm
5?
going. I'm going. Right.
Oh,
Plus
yeah.
5.
You got to get in line behind my husband. Sorry.
Check
Okay,
out
plus 6. Plus 6, that's fine.
check out this name I just came up with for the boat after we make billions. Fletch makes billions
Yeah.
off of Kegnog.
Yeah.
The SS. This ain't no yoke.
It's a good one.
So y'all, I also have some other fun stuff, some merch, some things that Sammy has.
Padres at home today. The Doyers in town. 6:40 first pitch. You can join San Diego Sports 760 at the Naughty Barrel. Darren Smith going to be broadcasting noon to 3. John and Jim from 3 to 6. And we have 6 pairs of tickets to Wonderfront for this Sunday. Beck's going to be headlining there. We're going to give away 1 pair each hour. You have to be there if you want to win them. So you must be present to win. The drawings happen at the 25-minute mark past each hour. The Wonderfront Music and Arts Festival all along the waterfront parks in downtown San Diego. More than 80 artists across 7 stages, plus yacht parties. Tickets available at wonderfrontfestival.com. And Hollywood already making a Shohei movie or show, I guess. Lionsgate developing a TV series on the betting scandal involving Shohei Ohtani's former interpreter, Ippei Mitsuhira. The untitled project is described as a story of trust, betrayal, and the trappings of wealth and fame. Shohei Ohtani. Money.
Yeah, you need a lap.
stolen.
Yeah. It does sort of.
Why? Why? So I need a lap for that.
It does
It's
sort
the SS, whatever you called it, and that
This ain't
lap.
no, this ain't no yoke. It's Kegnog.
It does feel like you've owed a couple already today. You might be running for the rest of the day.
Let me give some scores here from the NBA last night. The Cavs, Bruce Springsteen, the Boston Celtics, 118-94, and the Mavs fried Oklahoma, 119-110.
I actually like both of those a lot.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
maybe you've wiped your lap record clean with those two.
Tiffany, thumbs up. Wait, what are you
Thumbs up.
throwing at us?
Just throw it
Wait,
up.
wait,
Bang,
we're
bang,
throwing.
now.
We're throwing.
Look at we're throwing koozies.
Oh, that's
Now
awesome.
those only fit on Sammy's cans.
No
I
way.
I see the big guy trying to shove his
Look at
can
that.
in there.
Well,
I guess it works.
I've been known.
Shoving the can.
Yes.
Shoving the can in
Wow.
there.
Large guy,
Yeah.
small places.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
There we
Man,
go.
oh man, what are we about to crack open
Okay,
here?
so that's the next flavor is pineapple splash.
Ooh.
Hang on.
Pineapple.
By the way, that we didn't even comment on this, Sebastian. You knocked it out of the park
Oh.
with the was it the Mai Tai?
Maui Mai Tai.
Maui Mai
Mai
Tai.
Tai.
This is really
A
good.
little different from
Yeah.
from a regular Mai Tai.
Yeah,
right?
but different
It's
color, different flavor,
fantastic.
but still very.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
are on Hawaii drinking that thing
Right.
right now.
It's all about the islands.
And it's-
son.
I'll say it's gone. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
What are we
So
talking
pineapple
about? here?
splash, guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
So
Talk
with
to me.
this,
Yeah.
this is okay. Put up your notes. You can smell. Now these are rum. This is rum
Oh,
and
wow.
sparkling. Okay,
Wow.
all of them. Put up your notes. Now take a taste. They're also light, right? They're also light tasting. Take a sip, and then tell me what you feel on the back end. What do you feel on the back end?
Oh wow.
Oh,
Wow,
that's
it's
really
it's pineapple up front. It's coconut coming back at me.
A little bit of jalapeno on the end.
Oh, jalapeno. That's what it's a little oh, there it is.
Okay.
There it
a
is.
little bit.
Oh yeah.
This is, you know what this
This
is?
is
It's
so good.
refreshing, is what it is.
Right.
I love
Right.
this so much. Oh, look at this. Okay, so Maria just walked in from Cien Chili's.
That's right.
It is National Small Business Day, so
Oh, cool.
simultaneously, we are going to also be having a little hot sauce in studio.
Yeah.
today.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
A friend who we met in January. She's got a small brand up and coming here in San Diego, getting it rolling. So we're gonna have a little bit of. We're gonna be tasting some liquors and some canned beverages, and also setting our mouths on fire at the
Well,
same time.
So I took a second sip, and I'm getting a
You
little
can-
more
yeah,
heat.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to take a couple sips,
Yeah.
and then you'll taste that heat on the back end.
That's unique.
On the back end.
Yeah.
What?
Heat on the back end is
No,
almost
I
what
did
we
not.
call the show,
Yes, you
Tiffany.
did.
I did not.
You did.
Yeah, it's
You
Tiffany
did.
running a lap.
Wait.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
Well,
kidding.
TD is, did he?
No, he didn't.
No, I made it up with the NBA scores.
Why do you just stop doing laps? Are you just scared now? You don't like doing them anymore?
He made a Bruce Springsteen reference. It was good.
Yeah,
And then the other one was fried Oklahoma because the Thunder lost.
God, if I'm not here, does chaos just ensue?
No, Maria came in, and I didn't want to be out of breath and just look like an idiot. And so, right, Maria?
Here, hop right on that mic.
There we go.
The question for you is: Are you ready to drink this morning, Maria?
I am not sure. I'm barely waking up.
Yeah. So the answer is yes.
My coffee is not even had a sip yet.
This is work. Welcome to
So-
our world.
Yeah,
my
gosh,
God.
Maria, we are working so hard. I've already shotgunned one of these things. I mean, it's really tough
Actually,
here.
let's ask Maria and Tiffany a question here.
Yeah.
So this
Okay.
is back to the TD thing.
Well,
so when he says something dumb, or when any of us say something dumb, we have to take a lap
Okay.
around the whole
Okay.
sales pit.
Mm-hmm.
TD said something dumb a few days ago.
Oh, a few days ago.
Every day, but a few days ago he said something dumb. We told him to go take a lap.
Okay.
He crawls under the big glass window out there to
Yeah.
avoid taking the lap, and he
Ah,
hides. But he got
hides.
caught hiding.
Yeah.
Right.
So
What
he-
should the
right.
punishment
He
be?
ran past the window,
Yeah.
crawled back underneath it.
Yeah.
I
I
I
mean,
think he needs to take off his shirt
What?
and run outside in the parking lot.
my
Do a lap.
God.
Sorry.
Wait, at the parking lot?
Yes.
That's
Rules
like
is
a
rules.
quarter mile.
It needs to hurt.
Wait.
Brain energy to come up with that.
Wow.
To hide in the
Well, you know what? Look. Okay, here's the thing. They called for a lap. Immediately after the lap, I had a read to do, and I didn't want to be out of breath. So I made it look like I ran past the window, and then I got down on my hands and knees and crawled back, which turns out to be more work than taking a lap. So I feel like I've already had
like
my
sweating
punishment.
afterwards and
Yeah,
everything.
it was hard. It was
Maria,
very hard, Tiffany.
What should his punishment be?
I think he should just do a shot of the spiciest hot sauce that I have.
I like that better.
That's
What's-
a good one.
What is the spiciest hot sauce that CN Chili's offers?
Thai bird. So Thai peppers are.
I love this so much. I love this so
We will
much.
be nice and we'll give you a rum back shot to wash it down.
Mix the two together.
What do you
Why
say?
would you do
What
that,
do you say?
Maria?
I know. I just learned it was recently your birthday.
Yeah.
So what a perfect occasion to
Yeah,
do
happy
a shot
birthday.
of Thai bird, chase it down with some rum.
Pour up the damn Thai bird.
Okay.
Wow. Hang
It's
on.
all happening.
This
Hang
is
on.
so great because we have like
my shot
women
glass.
are so much more mean than men because we could have come up with a punishment for you.
Yeah.
They have two badass punishments right away.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, that's plenty, Maria. What are we talking about here? What are we?
I can.
Bimbo.
Tony, you get the hell out of here!
I'm so ready for this.
Tony Conja Keg and Bottle. 10 locations all throughout San Diego County where you can go pick up some of the Sammy Hagar Beach Bar rum.
Stop stalling.
What?
Oh
What?
my
I
God.
got to do a read.
This is
Oh.
your punishment. Finally,
Oh God, it's
It comes-
spicy.
CN Chili's
All right, hey,
Thai bird punishment for a non-lap.
here we go. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Down with this.
Oh my God, this is gonna be bad in an hour.
Little beach bar rum from Sammy and Hagar.
My God, that's so good. Wait, I'm still washing it down. What are we doing here?
One more.
Sammy's ready.
Refreshing. I'm starting to heat up here, Maria. I'm getting
I
a little
love
sweaty.
it. I love it.
I'm getting a little
I
sweaty.
am as is tradition. So you're not burning.
What?
I can't.
Hey, yeah, there we go. Yeah, throw that puppy. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. We got breakfast burritos coming in. Homemade?
Homemade, of course.
Of course.
Okay.
Only
Of
the
course.
tortilla is
Look.
not homemade, but
Look,
This is
if you
fantastic.
had 100 of these It'd be cool if I could have 20 of them because the 80-20 rule with SDFatLoss.com.
That's true. Actually,
Yeah.
to comment real quick on TD and what shape he is compared to what shape he was before we met SDFatLoss.com. This man had a neck so wide, we actually had to grease doorways around here. Yeah, it was awful.
It was messy laps.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. I
it's
mean,
terrible.
it was like watching a St. Bernard trying to come in through a doggy door. It was alarming. But with the help of Wayne and Chloe, our weight loss team over at SDFatLoss.com, look at his neck now.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like 5 hands.
He's still
he looks less like a mutant now.
He still kind of looks like a thumb with glasses and a hat, but
wow,
it was so much worse.
I can tell you guys right now that hot sauce is starting to kick in. It's getting pretty sweaty, Maria.
I was gonna say it's the lingering. It's
yeah.
lingering towards the back.
Oh.
that gets you.
Yeah.
He's sweating now.
Lingering towards the back end was also a canceled show name, which is shocking.
We were going to be lingering toward the back end, and they said, "You know what, guys? It's a little long.
Yeah, a little lengthy.
A little lengthy.
It's hard, for the hashtags.
Exactly.
Because we want the likes here.
This is my favorite day.
Look, honestly, if you are trying to lose some pounds here, because maybe you've tried some of the fad diets, maybe you've thought about, I want to be on a diet for a long time, but you don't know how to get started, or maybe you've tried something and you just didn't lose weight, and you were exercising, you were counting calories, you were counting points, but the pounds were never dropping. They'll do it with SDFatLoss.com.
Yep.
They will set you up. You're gonna lose weight the right way, the healthy way, but you're also gonna lose weight really, really fast, 20 to 30 pounds in 8 weeks' time. I promise you it works if you follow along, because look, I am an idiot, right, guys? yeah.
Take your shirt off and run around the building.
And it works for me. So 31 pounds in 8 weeks' time. I feel, right?
That's
Thank you,
awesome.
Tiffany.
Wow,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Yeah, just
Tiffany-
imagine what he looked like before.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sad for you.
Oh my God, Tiffany. Oh,
Shots
thank you
fired.
very much. That was the best thing I've ever heard in my life, other than saving $200 by mentioning Big Rich, TD, and Fletch when you sign up for your free consultation at SDFatLoss.com. Do it now. I'm telling you, you're going to lose weight. You're going to feel so much better. And we got summer right around the corner here, and you want to look good for summer. So do it with SDFatLoss.com. More Bar Card Friday coming up next.
This update is presented by Sid's Carpet Barn. Padres back at it today, welcoming the Dodgers to town for a 3-game series. NBA Finals last night, Cavs slammed the Celtics in Boston 118-94. Donovan Mitchell dominating the second half. That series is tied up 1 game apiece. It's heading to Cleveland this weekend. Mavericks beat the Thunder last night 119-110, evening up the series at 1. Coming up tonight, Denver, Minnesota, Game 3. New York, Indiana, also Game 3. For over 70 years, San Diegans have trusted Sid's Carpet Barn for all their floor covering needs. At Sid's, you'll always find great service, low everyday prices, and the largest selection of wood, carpet, laminate, and tile flooring with immediate installation, too. Visit Sid's Carpet Barn or sidscarpet.com.
Thank God it's Friday! It's been a long week and the fellas are thirsty.
Scotch. Here it goes down into my belly.
It's time to cruise into the weekend. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch present Bar Card Friday. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle, with the best selection of bourbon, whiskey, tequila, private section bottles, and more.
My problem is I drink too much, way too much. I get my doctor a urine specimen. There was an olive in it.
Now, let's pour some drinks.
Yeah, we are pouring drinks here on a Bar Card Friday. It's brought to you by Keg and Bottle. 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. Make sure you stop by one of those and pick up some Sammy Hagar's Beach Bar rum. Man, we have been tasting all kinds of different items here, including some hot sauce from CN Chili's. Maria hanging out with us. It is also is it Small Business Friday? Is that the official day?
I think it's National Small Business Day. Are these homemade tortillas?
Not homemade tortillas.
They smell homemade.
But I
She
do
looks
gotta
so
say,
disappointed.
very disappointed. This week I made homemade tortillas, and it is just a game changer.
Yeah.
But this is as close as it gets. This is like the raw tortillas you get at the store. And that's like machaca con huevos. So
Wait,
that's like tradition.
Machaca con huevos?
Sí.
See,
Say that 3 times fast.
That sounds kind of hot.
See, Tiffany, we're having some machaca con huevos.
Toma. You want one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait.
you ready?
Yeah, toss it.
Wait.
It's a burrito
Wait,
toss.
wait, where are you tossing them? Oh yeah, toss the burrito.
Yeah. Oh,
Is
yeah.
it
Yeah,
okay? Are
Maria-
you ready to catch them?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
It's
here
not
we
like
go.
there's glass
Tiffany,
anymore.
Okay.
Tiffany's hands are up.
Just don't
Here
get
it comes. This is an underhand toss
Ready?
by Maria.
Here we go.
Oh! Intercepted.
Okay, well, the man who intercepted, can we get Tony on the mic real quick, actually?
Yeah, Tony Fletch is asking for you on the mic here.
Yeah, baby, what's up?
Do we have deals this weekend for the canned cocktails or the rums, anything at K&B, Keg and Bottle, all over San Diego?
Did you get that? You have no headphones on. Do we have deals this weekend on
Yes,
the canned
yes, yes.
cocktails, the rum?
We do. So normally the rum is $29.99 normally, and on sale because of the show. So mention 760 and you can get it for $24.99.
What?
And then so that's an awesome deal. And then the canned cocktails, it's $18.99 typically for it, and it's $14.99.
Wow.
I highly
Doing
recommend
it.
the
We're
canned
doing the
cocktails
thing.
and
We're
the
doing
rum.
the
But the
thing.
canned cocktails are perfect for the weather that we're about to have this weekend. If you're going by the pool, if you're going out golfing, those canned cocktails are going to be killer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they'll pair well with huevos con chinchi.
Cachaca.
Yeah, cachaca.
No.
What?
Huevos con machaca.
Sí.
What?
Muy bien.
Sí, yes.
Muy bien.
Tu español is so
Muy
much
bien.
better.
Esta es burrito está fantástica.
Todos burritos es muy bonita.
Yo es muy
You say the
guapo
burritos are pretty?
y inteligente.
Me gusta el shape.
This is a really good burrito.
Yeah, wait, hang on. Wait, can you pass me the jalapeno?
Oh,
Which,
yeah.
by the way, what's the website, Maria?
It's cienchiles.com.
CNChilies.com. And we use a promo code right now, 760.
764 15% off.
Oh my gosh.
On your purchase. We're also on promo at Whole Foods. So if you're around Southern California, we're in 63 different Whole Food stores. So you can grab a bottle for a really good deal, friends. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God. Well, obviously we're having you in here while we're drinking rum.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, clearly.
Born to
so
run,
good.
baby. Born to run.
No,
Yeah.
I love it. So we got Sammy Hagar Beach Bar Rum Company.
Tiffany, do not start saying Bruce Springsteen songs in the company of Sammy Hagar.
Oh my gosh. Somebody came up to me, a Bruce Springsteen fan, and said,
What?
Oh,
No,
Born to
they were-
Rum. Oh, that's so
sacrilege.
funny.
Like, she was so mad at me about my shirt. I said, Sammy's the OG. Sorry, girl.
What- yeah,
Sammy's
yeah.
the OG.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah,
So she was
big
a little
time.
upset, but
Whatever.
Fine.
it is what it is.
Yeah. So we got the redhead macadamia nut Sammy Hagar Beach Bar Rum here. Now, I've already taken a shot of this, and it's delicious, everyone. However, I want everyone here to taste the same notes I did, which were cherries and macadamia nuts.
Yeah, it's like a cordial, right? So it's a little thicker than the platinum or the cola spiced. It's can be used in so many different ways, and the bars are going crazy for this, right? Because it's more like a cordial you can sip on, right? You can smell the cherry, the almonds, the macadamia nut, right? Sammy loves to drink it on ice with a cigar.
Oh my God.
Which is funny because during the break I said, "You ever pour this just on ice?"
Right. Yeah.
I got some cigars out in the car, boys.
Let's get some cigars.
So many wonderful recipes in his cocktail book. Sammy's Hagar's best hits behind the bar.
Wow.
What?
He did it.
Oh, I get
He
it.
did it.
I see what he did there.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. I just
Beautiful
drank-
book. Tons of great recipes. A
Golly.
lot with the redhead mixed also with either platinum rum or you guys will taste next the cola spiced rum.
Very nice.
Okay, it is
Yeah.
really, really good.
You know what
Isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
what it is
It's a slow sipper.
it's a slow sipper.
Mhm.
The ice mellows it. It's it's almost I don't even know what to describe it as.
I know.
It's like it's a different experience. It's syrupy. It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's sweet, but there's I mean, I understand
It's almost
why.
the after dinner drink. It's almost a dessert.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what it
would make for great mixing. So you can use this as an enhancer to your cocktail.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, we have it mixed with two different, the two different rums.
And
Take
as-
it, Sebastian.
As it turns out, it really pairs well with the Cien Chili's Thai
Yeah.
bird.
I was actually going to say the jalapeno because that's what I just had back to back, and it works.
Yeah, it works for me too.
Like, I just took a bite of a burrito with the Cien Chili's Thai bird, and then I followed it up with that. And
Yeah.
you're absolutely right, Tiffany. You said it puts out the fire.
Let me
It
give-
absolutely does. And now there's another cocktail being sent across our way. Tony Kanja, owner of Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego,
Look at
just
that.
handed us another cocktail. I now have 11 glasses in front of me.
Maria, you're a mom, right?
I am a mom.
You got big plans this weekend? Yeah, she's double fit. You better pound one of them.
Guess what?
Oh my god,
Guess what?
guys!
Guess
I need
what?
to drive up to LA after this.
FLA, that's what we say down here in SD.
Stupid ass Dodgers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So today's official Mother's Day in Mexico always. So
Oh, that's right.
May the
Oh,
10th,
okay.
it's always Mother's Day. So everything stops.
We knew it.
And
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy
Thank
Mother's
you.
Day.
Thank you. Salud. Salud. So yeah, I mean, honestly, like for us, I feel like as a mother, just being able to enjoy your kid, maybe not do the everyday thing like cooking, or my husband's gonna yell at me for this one, but doing dishes. He
Right.
does the dishes.
Right.
I know.
But ironing, is that still cool?
Yeah.
No,
Is that still a thing?
A sexist means laugh.
By the way,
You
I
are
do.
so sexist.
I do all the ironing in my house,
And-
100%.
And by the way,
Nice.
I
Yeah.
am the dishes guy.
Yeah.
I'm also the lunch.
You're the dishes guy, John Fink?
I'm the dishes guy.
Oh, yeah. Garbage. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. It
Wow.
does
Can you
it
move
all.
into my house?
Well, yeah. Tiffany, are you a mom as well?
I am.
Happy
I am.
Mother's Day.
Happy
Thank
Mother's
you.
Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
It's-
Mexican Mother's Day.
Exactly. Exactly.
I just learned that this year.
I learned it today.
yeah.
What are we going to drink here?
So what you guys have there is the Hemingway daiquiri.
Oh,
wow.
yes.
So-
After
So-
Ernest.
Yeah.
Yes.
After the Ernest
Yeah.
of Hemingway's,
Mhm.
correct.
Yeah.
So, a lot of restaurants, bars do the craft cocktail. Like they're really exclusively craft cocktails. So this is Sammy's spin on the Hemingway, right? With the rum. And it's delicious. And
So-
you do it with the craft cocktail.
What's really
How's
nice
that
about-
flavor?
What's really nice about this is it's essentially, besides what you're putting in there, it's almost a sugar-free drink. Because you got the rum, the maraschino liqueur. That's where you're getting your sweetness and kind of that other cherry kind of tart sweet flavor. And then it's just grapefruit and
Grapefruit.
lime. So it's nice and refreshing. Not going to give you a big hangover the next day.
And
great,
you shook
great
it.
summer trick.
You
yeah.
shook it, right?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
saw,
it's a- it's
I
a
saw you
shaker.
shaking it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
Maria,
I'm-
Maria will not
I
drink it if
should.
it was
These
not
hips don't
shook.
lie.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta shake it, friends.
Yeah. You know what? We say that all the time, Maria.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta shake it.
Honestly, not
Yeah.
too much though,
No.
because then people in the other stall will start to work.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah,
what if you're Luke Bryan? What?
Wait, last?
What?
What is that?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
you
I
shake
get
it. Well, if you shake it 3 times,
well,
yeah, then it's a problem.
it's always a problem.
Right,
But
Maria?
the point is,
I can't even.
no, guys.
Look, I love those little coupe glasses. I didn't even know what they were called before. They're coupes.
Yep.
Coupe
Yep.
glasses.
And this is a
Makes it
fun
fancy.
one because it's very light. It's
It is.
very it's so good.
Huh? There you go. Pinky up.
Couple quick texts.
Pinky up.
913 Tony, I'm swinging by Keg and Bottle later today. Thank you for the deals on the
Yeah.
rum and the
Yeah.
canned cocktails. And 619 TD, can we do challenges for him every single Friday? I'm dying this morning. Hashtag TDIF.
I think this might.
You get it?
That's good. Hey, laugh.
Texter.
What?
WWTDD.
This should be
what
the
would
last.
Travis Dale do? I don't know, but we could start doing that every Friday.
I don't
Yeah,
think that's
shots
a
of
good
hot
idea.
sauce every Friday.
That's not a good idea. That's not. It's bad.
Naked laps every Friday.
Wait, oh, sorry, Maria. Yes, that's a good idea. See in Chili's. Promo code 760. seeandchilies.com. Yeah. You know what? In fact, when you're consuming Sea and Chilies, they suggest buy the shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you can
Yeah.
even drink this. It's very easy. So if you grab yourself a bottle of Sin Chiles, you just make sure you go straight for the shot from the bottle. Grab a straw. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh! Wait, do it again. We gotta get it for the ground.
That's like the
Hang on,
equivalent
I'm
of a
so-
shotgun, but for
Yeah,
hot
yeah.
sauce.
Nice.
Wait, come on.
Go,
She's
girl.
gonna do it.
Ready?
She's gonna do it.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh gosh,
Nicely
this is,
done.
this is my favorite.
I would. Can we pass those down? I'd love to
Yeah.
try
Yeah.
some.
Oh my gosh.
man, that's what we do here,
Hang on,
Tiffany.
hang
Do
on.
I have
Yeah.
to shoot it in my mouth too?
If
Well,
you
Wait,
would
TD,
like
you don't
to.
want a little spritz while you're at it?
Actually,
Yeah, I mean,
when in Rome,
I shouldn't have
Tiffany-
said anything.
look
I
at the
should
timer.
not
Oh,
have
here's
said
all
anything.
I'm
Okay,
a-
which one's not so hot?
Habanero. So start with
The
habanero.
habanero?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. You would think.
Habaneros are
Wait,
mild.
the habaneros not as hot as the.
Yeah.
The
So
Fiber?
I did some magic there. I appreciate flavors and just overall ingredients. So what I did with habanero was literally tone it down.
I'm gonna do it on my finger.
Oh, I have spoons too. If you need some spoons, it's very.
Ooh.
There you go. So it's a little kick towards
Starting
the
at
back.
the
Right.
heat creeps up.
Exactly.
But that is
it's
delicious.
Mostly flavor. So
Wow, that is so good.
See, then jalapeno
Oh my gosh.
is made with tomatillo, onion, garlic, and that was made with lime juice. So like the citrus notes really come forward. I love that
That is
on
really good.
burritos, carnitas, tri-tip sandwiches.
Tri-tip sandwiches?
Everything that Maria says sounds 10,000 times better than I would ever say it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Earlier when
Rich,
she said huevos
Yeah.
con machaca,
we should sous vide.
machaca.
We should sous vide and flamethrow a tri-tip, followed by make tri-tip sandwiches and use this sauce.
On a bar
It's-
cart Friday.
Do you
brought
ever
to
use
by
this as
Keg
a
and Bottle.
marinade?
Yes, all the time.
We can do it at K&B.
That is
We can do it
really
at
good.
Let's do it, baby.
Can we bring flamethrowers to K&B?
Yeah. Are we cool with flamethrowers at K&B?
Yeah,
Tony, are we
quick,
cool with
yeah.
flamethrowers at K&B? Absolutely.
Yeah, quick timeout. I only
Yeah.
cook with flamethrowers. It's a big problem.
Someone
if you
call
don't.
Lydia.
Yeah.
So
Quick time out though. We do have to take a break here on a Bar Cart Friday,
That's
brought
a
to you
shame.
by Keg and Bottle. We are sampling Sammy Hagar's Beach Bar rum. We're going to continue to do that. Also with seeing Chili's here, Maria hanging out, Tiffany hanging out, EB just walked in, John Fink. Tony, let's round up them drinks.
yeah. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch here on a Bar Cart Friday. Keg and Bottle is in studio. Tony Kanja. Gosh, I've had a lot of rum.
Tony Kanja.
Tony Kanja?
Yeah.
He has been serving up, a significant amount of the Sammy Hagar Beach Oasis. It's Beach Bar rum. I'm all over the place.
Well, hold on. You were close, though, with the Oasis. So at the Palms Pool out in Vegas, Sammy's opening up a bar out there called the Oasis Island.
Hagar's Beach Bar Oasis.
Sammy Hagar's Beach Bar Oasis.
Right. And it's
When's it open?
The 17th. So
next
week.
wow.
Next
Wow.
Friday.
I'm going to Vegas in August.
Do
Game on.
Do it. So it's at the Palms Hotel at their pool. They've got a huge, that huge, amazing pool.
Yeah.
So he's going to have his Oasis.
All
right.
Pool area.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I know somebody who knows Sammy Hagar, does that give me any VIP treatments?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and try.
Okay.
Yeah. Drop names. Drop names.
Just do it.
I would suggest always tell people in Vegas that you know Sammy Hagar. Good things will happen to you. We're going to try on this Bar Cart Friday, Sammy Hagar's beer bar rum company's cocktail in a can. This is the Tangerine?
Tangerine Dream.
Okay. I see.
And they're so light, you guys. So there's 5.5% alcohol, right? 130 calories because rum has sugar. However, it's sweetened with agave
I saw
nectar, so it doesn't do that glycemic index spike, right? Very light, very fresh. Does it take you back, the taste, though?
It's a creamsicle.
Creamsicle.
It's a 50-50 bar. Wow.
It's a creamsicle.
That
tastes
is so like
it's so
orange with the
light.
vanilla inside.
It's a creamsicle.
It's orange and vanilla.
It-
That is so
It brought me
tasty.
back. I grew up with paletas, like
Yeah.
Oh, I
same,
know that.
Same.
Paletas.
same.
paletas.
Yeah.
So
You and Travis Dale both.
Yeah. all
Same-
the
same
paletas.
neighborhood?
Yeah, same neighborhood. I was right off of Alva Drive. That's where I grew up. Yeah,
it.
yeah.
see, so
And all we had was paletas. Go on.
no, this is just like
How would
What?
you grade his pronunciation of that word?
I'm sorry, I no comment.
What? But like
You can comment. You
like
should
if like the whitest guy on earth said paletas.
Paletas.
Yeah, Jesus. You know what? He is running laps after this show. There's no question about it. Maria from CN Chili's. So you like the tangerine?
Yes,
The
I like the
tangerine.
tangerine. I honestly like that. I grew up with my neighbor had a tree of tangerines across the street. So this is like literally just smells like childhood, tastes like childhood to me.
That's awesome.
And on top of that, like my favorite paleta was the mandarina or tangerine.
Weird
Oh, there-
enunciation.
So yeah, I could like totally picture this.
So these
Okay.
seltzers are actually rated. There is a Seltzer Nation.
There- what?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, Tangerine Dream is one of the highest. It's like 95.
Of course.
And then the Island Pop.
Are we
we
gonna? We
haven't
want to
tried
pop
yet.
that one right
We
now?
gotta do it. We
Let's
gotta
do it.
do it.
Let's do it.
Hang on.
We're getting
That's
run
the
out of
second
time.
most popular rated, and it's
Okay.
also rated by the Beverage Institute. We have our ratings in the 90s as well. So it's
Awesome.
it's great all
Holy
around. People
smokes.
love it, right? Refreshing, light.
I'll get
Yeah.
another one.
Pick up a 4-pack, go to the beach,
punch.
go to the pool,
It's punch.
go on the boat, but we drink responsibly, no drivers.
Can we taste this one though?
Yeah,
The
we
caramel one? Come
We're
on,
gonna
we
try
got
the
time.
spice
We
rum.
got time.
We're gonna try the spice
Oh,
rum.
spice
Really
rum. Okay, we're just.
So
Mm.
cola spiced. So that has okay. So you might see spiced rum such as Captain Morgan's or something, right?
Yeah.
They say spiced caramel. When you smelt that, what do you smell? You smell the caramel.
Caramel right off the
You
bat,
Smell
yeah.
it off the bat.
Right.
It's smooth. It's delicious. A lot of bars are mixing the cola spiced and the redhead together in drinks such as they'll
right.
do a mule.
Will.
There's all kinds of drinks, you guys, in the cocktail book, of
Tiffany,
which you all get one.
I am sold.
Yep.
This was an incredible day. So get yourself some of Sammy Hagar's rum, some of his beach bar cocktails in a can. They're delicious. Also, run to cienchilis.com, put in promo code 760 15%. Okay?
What?
15% off.
And we didn't
all
try it today, but the mustard one is fire.
The mustard,
Yeah.
the mustard hot sauce.
So get some
is
of that
on.
too.
Dude, and
like his
cakeandbottle.com, what's the code there, Tony?
No code is just reduced. Or
Okay, so
come
it's
into the
reduced.
store and you got it. No code.
Made
but
it
normally
easy.
it's $7.60.
CD, say the word one more time.
I don't even know what the word was. I can't remember. Pantalones.
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 Fletch, who do we think?
Everybody in the studio right now, we love you. Tony Conja, thank you for being here.
Wait, was that a cuss word?
Yeah, there was a cuss word somewhere. I dumped it. So
It was probably me.
congrats.
Anyways, the herd is next. We'll see you Monday.